Hi Internet! Welcome back to the stream! Hope everyone is doing good. Happy Monday to everybody. You didn't fart. Your butt likes me so much it blew you a kiss. Blew me a kiss? Blew somebody a kiss. Absolutely fantastic. I'm glad we have the full body experience here on the stream. But yeah, today is 2 days before the Legends of Runeterra expansion hits, which means then 2 days we're gonna have some new cards. Nidalee and Poro King and Nico, who I keep forgetting about, even though her subtype thing is probably gonna be pretty useful, are all going to be around on Wednesday. I will be adding a stream on Wednesday to celebrate the expansion and also just like play it in general the day of launch. But today, obviously we're still in the old system, so it's probably gonna be pretty chill for a little bit. Viewer deck submissions are open. I'm just kind of have a good time and play my usual stuff, and we'll see how it goes. There was this one. I'm just gonna jump into this catastrophe Victor deck just a little bit, a teensy bit. You know, there's just like a spot of chill in the upper left corner and it's doing great. That is Kayn, not Kayn, it's Aatrox Vayne. It is an Aatrox Vayne. None of these to start. A Goat's okay. Goat's okay to like hold down the fort for a hot minute though, so that's all right. That's all right. My poor little dude has suffered so many attacks by my inactivity and my willingness to just let it sit there and to live its merry life. I like Mepharos Financier. Reggie, let's fucking go. Glorious Evolution. I will take it because I'm greedy, even though I probably will not get to cast a 10-cost spell. We're gonna do it. They haven't cast anything on 2, which is good for me, though it makes me suspicious. It makes me quite suspicious. As a Pursuit of Perfection. That's fine. Here's a Mountain Goat. I have exploded! I have thus exploded. Yeah, you suck, but that's understandable. Have a nice day.
Purge with silver. Watch your toes!
Purge with silver! I don't have any silver on me, Vayne. Is this gonna be a problem? This is gonna be a problem for us later. I don't have anything else to bonk with. No way does that bonk successfully. I'm amazed that they traded a Vayne there, but I guess I'm not complaining. I'm concerned is mostly what I am of like what they're going to be casting instead. That's a 3/5. I mean, it's only a 3/5. So there's that at least. There's that. I don't want to iterative improvement that shit, so we're just gonna sit here and relax. We do have a lot of mana. Yeah, Anaka's doing things that's honestly to be expected at this point. Let's do this. Those are discard products if I've ever seen them. There's a ballistic bot. That's actually probably worth casting here. Yeah, we'll bot. It will do something in the following turn. So they're trying to kill it. They're trying to kill it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Works for me. We can make that a 3/1. It doesn't seem the most useful. We could also try to spring out an Aphelios here, which feels incredibly risky, so I feel like that's not going to work. I think I'm just going to go for it anyway, though, because there's not much that we're going to be doing, and he's mostly here, honestly, to just kind of exist. He's there to stall and for new spells to be able to come down. What is our catastrophe at 7? Not the highest for sure. Let's Severum. I'd probably just take Severum here. I don't think I'm gonna live for very much longer, but there's a chance. There's a single combat. That's fair and understandable. It doesn't heal though. Do you have a momentous? Or not a momentous. Do you have a, oh yeah, no momentous. Do you have a momentous choice here? Because you need it. You need momentous choice. Because you don't have the other thing. So they did it in a lovely way. They did very much get their Aatrox killed by single combating my stuff. And now they don't have anything resembling a world ender. So that's good for me. That's pretty good for me, actually. There's a Blood-Cursed Harpy with that weapon on it. We can Falling Star later, but at this point, do we just want to iterative something? I feel like iterative is not a bad idea. Let's let them attack with the scout first, because they might allow me to Falling Star. So let's do that. That's great, and then we just kill it instantly. Boom, and then boom, and then we also have a heal in a moment. Does go back to a 6-4, does still have the scout. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that it still has the scout because of the effect. I mean, at least it somewhat decreases the amount of problems that it has for us. That's fine. Need the Celestial thing. Probably looking for what? I don't know. Golden Sisters is probably not going to be enough here. Great Beyond is also not enough because he won't be able to get that super early. The Cosmic Rays doesn't apply here, so let's just take the Great Beyond. I shall come from the Great Beyond, and it shall be good. Said me, hopefully. Let's back alley bar, I think. It's kind of the best that we're going to be able to do there. We get a Woodland Keeper, which is not quite it. Not quite it, but it's useful at least. Tumble is going to try to kill us for sure. It's going to do a pretty bang-up job at approaching death range, because if they... That's not death yet, but it does approach it rapidly. I think we're dead. We're on the next attack. Now we're dead. The fateful wolf dog is death. The wolf dog is death. Maybe I should just go actually just play Canetrox for a little bit. Because now that it's the end of the season, I don't feel bad at all. Because if people are breaking out the old Aatrox Vayne and the Aatrox Vayne Quinn shit, absolutely zero guilt at the thought of playing Canetrox again myself. And it was fun. I liked it personally. So we're gonna do a little bit of it. See, no, but somebody should not have requested Canetrox yesterday. It's inspired so many old feelings about this deck, even though I know a lot of people hated it. Because Canetrox was busted. It was busted. It still is pretty strong. But at least it's not completely busted anymore. Absolves me of 2% of guilt. And we have Kai'Sa, Garen, Jarvan. Okay, that's fine. More Demacia. I'm in like this is one of the fewer decks that is like slightly equipped to deal with like two whole Demacia things that happen to you. So there's that at least. Yeah, Buru Cultist into the Darkened Spear should be fine. It buffs it to a 4-power unit. That hit elusive instantly, which is terrifying. Nagakemoros! Okay, that's fine. Let's do the Darkened Spear. Yeah, the weird thing about this is that I feel like... I don't feel bad at all about not hitting Masters because it's pairing me with fucking Plat, Diamond, and Masters players up in here because there's just... It isn't able to matchmake super easily at lower ranks down here. It's great. I get the full experience anyway.
I cannot stand for this.
Mm-hmm. We're not hitting that 1-1 anyway, exactly. I could use a unit soon that's castable. That is the Darkened Aegis. It's not quite it, but it's okay. We'll block some damage here, and then I think plop a Ranger Knight Defector. They did not want me to get that Anaka, which is honestly kind of fine. We're just going to cast a 5-4 that already has Tough, and we might just buff it to a 5-5 with Tough, with this extra Jural energy. Do I want that extra Jural energy? I think I kind of do, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I want more maximum equip Smackos. So that when we finally do find an Aatrox, which we will pretty soon actually, we can do so many things with it. Use a unit soon? That's what she said? I think so. Yeah, there are moments that sometimes occur where I can use one whole unit. They're pretty unique moments. They're ones for the history books for sure. Why are they down to 7 HP? This is just wrong. Something's wrong with that deck. Kain has got +2/+2 on him, which is honestly a lot. So that gets a spell shield. It gets spell shield. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. So we're gonna smack the Kai'Sa the second they try to cast Second Skin, I think. Because they're going to, and we're going to be like, no, you don't do that. At least not in any impactful ways this turn. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. We might actually swap in the Anaka here onto the Ranger Knight Defector, just so that we have the benefit of actually being able to get the Anaka procs on the attack, but that's not particularly relevant anyway, so. Scrying Sands is coming down, which is fine. Oh no, it's less fine actually. It's less fine actually, because that will still get an attack. It doesn't actually matter though very much if it does or does not get an attack. It's actually entertaining how much that just doesn't actually matter. I think let's go with the Kain, or let's go with the open attack first, because we do have the scout, because I think I would prefer to Kain here rather than cast a second scout. The second scout would be pretty powerful, but we have a way to pull a unit here. There's a Voidling. That's Lifesteal. Ain't no way we're letting that do anything in particular. Yeah, we have to kill the Kai'Sa, I think.
The child is gone. The killer remains.
We pull the Aatrox here, which works out for me. We don't have mana for Shadow Step or Furious Wielder, which kind of sucks. But hopefully we'll maybe be able to do something with that. That is a Cataclysm. We're still killing her afterwards, though. Toss a coin to Twitcher. Hello and welcome into the chat. How is it going? So we're killing that instantly. Like, there's no... I can still fucking remove that, so we're gonna do that. It's a 5/4. They buffed the Kai'Sa one time, and we don't have it, but, it also still dies to a 4-up. So they did let the Kain go through, which is kind of what I expected. We now have the Aatrox, so we're just gonna chill. Also, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, that's fine. Is that fine? That's less fine for sure. I can Furiously Wield, though, which means that at least it is a trade. Whoa! Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the sneaky stuff. Let's do the sneaky, so that we only take a damage. And hopefully we level our Kain here, which would be fantastic, because then we hit to cast the Kain, and also an Aatrox who's plopping down, I think, a relatively inexpensive World Ender at the moment. Also, yeah, for context, I mean, it's the last day of, or the second to last day of the current season, so I'm just kind of doing whatever the fuck I want, and I had a hankering because somebody else was playing Aatrox, and I was like, I can play Aatrox better than you, fuck off! It's kind of sad he spent a lot of research on the deck because he wasn't sure when the expansion was coming. Oh! You, like, pre-bought? Why do you regret it? Wanna rip the World Ender? Kind of want to rip the World Ender, right? They might have a Rite of Negation. I don't actually know if that matters. I don't think it does in particular. I kind of want to cast the cheaper stuff, though, first, because it will be pretty strong to smack things out of the way. Was looking for the new cards. Oh! Oh, no! That sucks, actually. Yeah, if you're starving for resources and then you're not sure when the cards are happening, that is always a pain. I've done that before. I've totally did that before, though. I was just like, wait, you mean it's not coming out yet? And I spent money on it? God damn it!
Your own damn medicine.
Okay. That's fine, honestly. Make that a 4/5, or we can just kind of... We can just also Shadow Step things out of the way. We can also totally just do that. Ambitious Cultist is here. I should have cast World Ender. I'm just coward about that for no particular reason. Yeah, let's just go with this and see what happens. No spending money, that's bad. If it's meta, this expansion will likely still be when the expansion drops. Yeah, also true. That's also true. So that trades into that. It's Set Karma. Oh yeah, I mean, Set Karma is gonna do, I would say, a decent amount of work for you for sure. That's still just gonna do a decent amount of work for you. But they only have one card left here. That's honestly fine. Let's do this.
Fascinating, the overlap between magic and science.
Is there anything that I can do with that in particular? Not really. But let's do... Honestly, if this is a trade, I'll take it. Let's make that a 5/7. Because Jarvan's swinging is really not gonna matter too much. It's just not gonna matter. And this way we make our Kayn just bigger. And now he's at a point where you can actually just kind of deal with stuff. Yeah, he's gonna be able to deal with stuff. Doing a lot of work. Only started playing Elorian after months. Oh yeah, Set Karma is just good for farming, I think. They did top deck a Kai'Sa, which is a problem. Sort of. That's like sort of a problem. They have a card. So in the name of them having one card, I think let's just do that. Let's get a 10/10 up in here. It has a few keywords now. It's gonna be a pain. We still have a mental choice afterwards though. So we'll get the level, we'll get the 10/10. Also, Arthas, good evening. Hello, and thank you for the stream anniversary wishes. Appreciate it. Boom! Get fucked. Okay. Everything should now be cheaper. We can cast a bunch of things. I have a 10/10. Their Kai'Sa is probably not doing a whole lot, I think. I mean, it's going to be annoying. There's no getting around that it's going to be annoying for sure, but hopefully that's it. That's what it's going to do, you know? It's just fucking annoying is what it is. We can block this 6/4. We don't take a ton of damage. Because they can't exactly take down that HP, and they know that they can't, so they're letting the turn pass. Fuck yeah, you let that turn motherfucking pass! Okay, anyway, do we have any scouts? No, so we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna pull a low HP unit, which should honestly be Jarvan here. Go, and then you go, and then you go, and then you just pull that, I think, and then we kind of just have a good time! A good time was had by all, in particular me. Hopefully. Yep, in particular me, that's exactly lethal, fuck yeah. They should have pushed that turn when they had the Kai'Sa. Not that it would have saved them, I think, but they weren't winning afterwards. I don't know what they were waiting for. Maybe a quicksand to stop the overwhelm, but that's about it, I think.
After all these years, I can finally
Cut him off in the middle. Yeah, I wonder if they thought about the length of the voice line when they were like programming it into this thing, because he will say stuff. A bunch of champions will say stuff after they win, and then they'll just like fucking, they just like the mic gets taken away from them the second you queue up, or the second you continue queuing. It's kind of great. Oh, this says Riot on the front. Who knows if that's the case? I want to say Riot is protected. I don't know for sure if that is a Rioter. Hello. It's the Nasus. What's the mastery? 33 and 36. All right. 5 is always a little bit concerning. Not the ages here. I mean, it's a buff, honestly. It makes it a 3/2 at this point, so I'll take the 3/2. 3/2 into the face hole. Face is the place. We can cast a weapon here. First Keeper is going in. I think I'm just gonna Darken Harp, to be honest with you. That's a 5/2. Do you like my 5/2? I like my 5/2 personally. Ranger Knight Defector is not doing much. Actually, I think I'm gonna do the Blooming Cultist because we have a quick attack unit. So something has to get removed here. Killing that to get a thing. We're still attacking with everything. We're not getting in as much Nexus damage. We are still getting an 8 Nexus damage, though. There's a Kayn. Ooh, hi, how are you? Good to see you. There's a Kindred. We don't have anything that can really block the Kindred, except I lied. This is a 4/3 with top. No, actually that can't. What am I saying? So that can't block the Kindred. We'll, I think, just take that damage. We have to be afraid of Atrocity, but that's what we got Unforgiving fucking Cold for, is moments when Atrocity is going to be a concern. Soul Harvest is unfortunate, which means the 4/3 is gonna die from here. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Kayn can take care of her, though. It just needs to not die, then. Just needs to not die. I mean, we're gonna try for sure.
The child is gone.
We're definitely gonna try the Kayn for sure. There's 6 mana. It's probably a Vengeance. In which case, the Kindred will level, and I will be sad. Okay. Rite of Calling, so there's no vengeance here. There's no vengeance here, potentially. I really would like the cane to work. I really need the cane to work. It does actually work. It's not free of potential, like, other... What's the other card that I'm thinking? What's the card that I'm trying to think of here? The Callista card, Black Spear. It's not free of that, but it is a dead Kindred, so that works. Also, Berserk, hello, welcome back, how's it going? That's a Nasus. It's a baby Nasus. Well, it's not super baby. It's not a super baby Nasus, but it is relatively small. Atrocity. It's not leveling this turn. This is a 6/6. Honestly, I think we're just gonna cast this anyway. And then block the 2/1 with it. Yeah. Because I can take the damage and then just frostbite it, plus it does that extra little heal. More dead space when? If I have anything to say about it, not soon. Though I know people do actually want Dead Space, so it's at some point maybe I'll do it for real. So yeah, that is perfect Atrocity. So I think what I have to do here is actually play it super safe and wait for them to just try and do it. I think I actually have to wait for them to try and do it and then hope that I can get the World Ender at some point. I'll probably bring it back for Halloween though, for sure. I feel like now Dead Space is my fucking white whale in the sense of just like, eventually I'll finish it on stream. The horror games are actually like, do not let one of my mods, Satanic Nanny, know that I said this, but they're actually kind of entertaining to play. So like, maybe we do actually do that. And now that I've gotten a significant way through, I feel like it would make more sense to do that on Halloween or something like that. So that's 6 mana. That's kind of okay. 6, huh? I'm gonna cast Ranger Knight Defector, I think, and see. Because that means that I still have the Spell Shield card up. Yeah, we're just gonna pass a turn there. My board is looking okay. There's a second Unforgiving Cold as a backup, so if I do have to emergency use the first one, we can. Which is, honestly, pretty great. That's pretty great. So I could cast one Anaka. We have 11 here. We shouldn't need more than one free, so I think I'm just gonna put the Anaka on something. Just to have it going. I'm top decking like a mad woman, which is great. Hi. I can't actually like not let that. I can't let that like just happen. I cannot let that just occur, to be honest. So I think we frostbite it. And we just put that in the front and let it become an 8/8. I think let's maybe just let it become an 8/8 because the 8/3 will die to something on the next attack. Hypothetically. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's burn that Steratu. I think the worst decision I could make right now is casting World Ender if I had the mana, or casting the regular unit. We're not going to do any of those things because that means that we are probably just going to get fucking... it just means that we're going to get fucking atrocity'd. Our opponent is still waiting for us to do something, and I'm waiting for them for something here. That is a 9 whatever. That's fine. We've got a challenger unit here, so we're gonna try and use that. There's 2 blockers now, which sucks, to be fair. I think I'm gonna try the Cane Shadow Step on the Nasus here. That just seems useful, arguably speaking. Still have 8, still have Unforgiving Cold. Do not have any way to deal with a counterspell, which they might have. But that's okay! I would like the Spell Shield card at some point. At some point I would enjoy that, a Spell Shield. Because that's a Vengeance or a counterspell, probably? That does not make sense, but okay. Okay, the Quick Attack resolves first. Yeah, the Quick Attack resolves first, and there's Overwhelm on it still. And we still have the Unforgiving Cold here, so worst case scenario, we can still punch it in the face. We got it! We got it! Woo!
Finally.
What was that hate spike? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the hate spike was at all. I was just like, well, yeah, I see the logic. I actually don't see the logic in any scenario because it would not have even fixed the issue if there had been like an HP. So yeah, I think it was to buff the Nasus to 10 attack for sure. But the thing is that because the Kayn had the quick attack off of the Shadow Step, it would never have resolved anything. Yeah, I think it was the quick attack bit for sure. Also, Suathies, welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Yeah, that seems like it was what was happening. It's still confusing, but sure. You know what? Sure, that's Sejuani Gangplank, and I'm about to be upset. About to be upset. Such a good deck in every single scenario. It's just so solid. At some point, I should just get over my dislike of it and just fucking play it. At some point, I should just do that. But I'm not there yet. And they're unfortunately doing the thing that they want to do. Will not be parleyable, but I will be warning shotable because I cannot protect my Nexus from that bullshittery. We got the Kayn back, which is a little unfortunate. We don't have enough cultists though, so I mean, at least there's that part of this. Okay, there we go. Also Zalbear, sorry, welcome to the stream, by the way. Also, why are there 3 Crackshot Corsairs? Just side note, why are there 3 of them? Jesus Christ, that's too many. That's too many. What the fuck am I witnessing? Ah! Oh, the Pokemon. Oh, yeah, you can change it if you don't like it. Or if you would prefer something else, you can put on a different one. There are Pokemons on the screen. There are, yes. I am aware. I am aware. I put them there myself. Only you guys get to pick what it actually ends up being. Prowling Projectile to kill a Crackshot Corsair feels okie dokily to me. I would also like increased HP, healing if you would not mind so much. So I'm actually going to use this Prowling Projectile to try and get 3 healing off of this one. Okay. That's great. We do have the Kayn Aatrox just sequentially, which is fun. They might frostbite something here. Oh, they're just going straight for my fucking face hole. That's understandable. You're at 3 now? Yeah. We're gonna attack. I don't think the quick attack matters here, but I should have equipped the Strutter to the 3-5. That was being lazy. I should have put that on there. Okay, here we go. Also, Berserk, thank you for the deck code. Appreciate it. One moment. As I finish up this game. But I will copy it in for now. Yeah, I'm gonna try and heal off of this for sure, so that damage is negated even if we're still taking the damage, and it will still affect the level up conditions. It's so consistent, it's so good, I love it.
You are the tool.
I say as I play an incredibly consistent deck that had to be nerfed because it auto-drew too often. There's the GP. I do not have the Furious Wielder, but we're about to anyway, so there we go. Have a deck code here. It won't paste. We'll refresh the page as usual. Shadow Step has been pulled, which is nice. You go. That's a 5-4. We're gonna be able to smack it regardless, so I think let's force them to get the, let's force them to use the keg before it, goes away from them forever. Or you make my life easy and I buff the thing, buff the 5-4 here. If you want to make it easy on me, that's great. And so they let us heal to 18, which is fantastic also. I'll accept this indeed as well. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oop. There we go. June 26? Yeah, June 26. I went to work today, so that's how I know. So they have the Sejuani as well. Honestly, arguably, more worried about the Sejuani than I am anything else here. We have Aatrox as well. I mean, it's probably Aatrox Furious Wielder or something like that. We don't have a great Shadow Step on anything in particular. Though I could risk a Shadow Step. No, I can't really risk a Shadow Step. I think let's just do Aatrox and then go. Only thing I hate about the Aatrox Cane Dex is the Ranger Knight. Aatrox healing is annoying, but Tough Scout with Quick Attack is abominable. No, that's true. That is, it does not feel great for sure. They had a Gangplank Parley, so that is a level on both.
Your king has
Yeah, I should have taken the Furious Wielder play. Should have taken the Furious Wielder. Yeah, I mean, I just see it as another symptom of why does Demacia have so many things? Like, it makes sense regionally that they would have so many things, but also why so many? It's just so much in one place. It's just like units, units, units until we drop. And then blocking Badger Bear happens. So barrels are gonna hit me in the face. They've got 4 cards. I do have an Expanse's Protection, which is probably gonna help me out here. It's a 6/5. So I think I'm gonna Expanse in advance. Or actually, we're gonna put something else in front of the Gangplank. I think we're going to Expanse. Oh, right, because of the Sejuani effect. We do actually need to kill it beforehand. So... how is this resolving? Right, because you deal damage to the Nexus, you deal damage to the Nexus. So we're getting Frostbite the second the skills resolve, but that still gives us time to potentially smack a couple of things out of the way with a Furious Wielder. Well, they only have 7 mana, so we're still relatively limited. I could Momentous Choice and then double Deathbringer Sweep onto the Gangplank and then onto the Sejuani. But that's just, there's so much mana available for them that I feel like that's gonna fail. I feel like that's gonna fail.
This is Darken power.
And then if we block
A sheath for
here.
a soul.
The Sejuani's the bigger problem though. Sejuani's always the bigger problem.
Energy source?
That should work. That should work. It's still Freljord though. It's the Freljord part that scares me right now. It actually fucking worked though. It actually fucking worked though. Alright, fantastic. You have a Crackshot Corsair. How does that make you feel? I hope if it, hopefully this is the end of the road for them. They're at 6 HP right now. And then we just go face. I just go face. There's a Blighted Ravine. We're killing nothing. They're killing nothing. And my Cane will now trade with the tiny Crackshot Corsair, which is not quite what we wanted here, but that's alright. A Parley just hits it. It does automatically kill it though. It's now no longer it survives a turn, it's just, it does actually just die. Prowling Cutthroat is a thing. That will bring me down to 12, but my Aatrox is still around, as is Fearsome. Also, those all died. I was like not even processing that that's what would happen, but I see lethal, we're gonna try and get it. And we get it. Fuck yeah, here we go. Is that Gyarados on the screen? Should be Gen 1. Should be Gen 1. I mean, yeah, I know that I'm not playing the Teemo Victor deck anymore. The wins are a little more expected. I personally love this deck. I personally love this deck so much. The Dargon are so cool! Anyway, we do have some deck submissions though from Berserk and from Nowhere to Be Found, so let's go take care of those. Okay. Berserk, you're up first. Okay. You're trying hard to get dragons to work. That's tricky. That's tricky. The last time I saw dragons working was when Pantheon Shyvana was like a really strong thing with Fated. The other... I'm trying to think if there's any other dragon decks that people have sent me that have worked out really well. My favorite, my absolute favorite, is still the Broodfather duplication decks. But yeah, in Standard, it's not super easy at all. I mean, White Flame is still a very good card. It's just been kind of like outvalued by so many other things, and also it can get hushed in 2 seconds. But anyway, viewer, Berserk. It looks like Boros. Is this like an appetizer for the expansion? I'm gonna call it an appetizer anyway, because Brahm's a snack. I'll change the loadout a little bit. Yeah, Santa Braum is fine. It's from Nora, which actually is also fine. We like the boons. Except when my opponent high rolls Secret Keeper. As somebody did yesterday in front of me, and I was just like, okay, I see how it's going. The Grappler Classic. Oh, that's fair. I remember when Grappler was playing this a bunch. Also, Barvado, hello, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. An early game is garbage, and do you want all you find are anti-decks or other aggro? Yeah, I personally would not be comfortable trying to get dragons to work in standard. I've just kind of forsaken standard a little bit. The second Eternal rank dropped, I was just like, nah. I've just been playing Eternal. Like, I've gotten standard decks, and then I was like, no, I can just use them to climb in Eternal. So that's what I've been doing. Three Sisters, Conchologist, Condensed, Junk Construct, Nora, Pokestick, Cullion Tavern Keeper, Teamaker, Aloof Travelers, Braum, Gift of the Hearthblood, Mender, Portapalooza, Spirits Unleashed, Minimorph, Revenant, the Lore Keeper, Collective Collection, If That Stairs, and Buried in Ice. This card has given me permanent PTSD because I played against this with the Canetrox in Seasonals, and they top-decked 3 of them in a row! And fun facts, the Obliterate does get rid of all the weapons, so I had to restock my entire hand every single time they did it, and I lost horribly. I lost so horribly. Say before that you start my random conversation topics, who here has seen Beetlejuice? I don't think I've ever seen Beetlejuice proper, actually. I'm sure someone in the chat has seen Beetlejuice, probably? Glass has, so you have at least somebody to bounce things off of. Glass likes it, in fact. Who hasn't? Me. I am one of those poor people, apparently. Playing for 2 months and on and off, save very few cards and card knowledge, so Eternal is a bit out of reach. Very fair, very fair. The Eternal card pool is giant. Like, no lie, it is giant for the amount of resources it gives you. Like, I'm glad that the free-to-play model is, like, pretty decent overall, but it's still a lot of cards. It's Sejuani Tito! Somebody's piloting. Somebody's piloting the Tito! I'm okay with that, unless you top deck it on turn 1, which you didn't, you scrub! You're unworthy of our Lord and Savior, Teemo! It's in your top 10? You were shocked because you saw that Beetlejuice 2 was in production? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Isn't Beetlejuice old? By old, I mean, like, certainly not produced within the last 5 years, yeah? So they have a Starlit Seer. Oh my god, they have Starlit Seer! It's almost exactly like the deck that I run with Victor, who is the objectively better option. And also, why do I have 3 Conchologists? I am confused. I feel confusion in my body over the fact that I have 3 Conchologists. I'm gonna get some motherfucking boons up in here, though. You were scared of Sejuani Teemo with the new 5-cost Reptile Freljord? Yeah, Sejuani Teemo is a thing to be worthy of being afraid of constantly. I play Teemo a lot. My mastery on Teemo is ridiculously high. It's like 60,000, and it's concerning every time. It's concerning every time. Should I 3 Sisters buff that thing so that I can hold on to it? I kind of want to hold on to my only elusive, but I also have a Pokestick to deal with Teemo. We can let them burn that Mystic Shot. On the other hand, I kind of don't want to let them burn that. I kind of don't want to let them have it. I kind of want to hit them for more damage, okay? They're being slow about their Puff Cap generation. I would love 7 damage to their fucking face. Unless they have a Frostbite, in which case I have burned way too many resources, but it's okay. Take the 4/4 Nora to the face. Let's go. Jenna Ortega, Willem Dafoe will be in it. There isn't a mushroom for the Teemo. There is mushroom. I just put that together. It took me way too long to get that. Oh my god. Other than Spider-Man. That's fair. I know who Willem Dafoe is, obviously, but I'm trying to think if I've seen him in anything, and I don't know if I've actually officially seen him in much. No real bores, so I guess Nora is better. Yeah, I mean, they're giving value slowly but surely, but it's very slow value at this point. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. We have the 2D to kill. Do your thing. My mind is, there's no way you're killing a Puffcat Peddler. There is no fucking way that you're killing a Puffcat Peddler. That's what I fucking thought, bitch. Don't kill a Peddler. That's insanity. Also, we are due for so many portals right now. We're due for so many portals because we killed 0 at the moment. Three Sisters, Fracture, and Group Shot. Group Shot's gonna be pretty good, I think. It's gonna be spicy in a couple of turns, or perhaps on this next draw. Come on, portals, 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 portals! We got 3 fucking portals. Holy shit. Holy shit! That was good, that's good, that's good. I should play a Peddler also. Oh yeah, because we can with the condense. We can with the fucking condense. So once again, they're trying to hit my Nora. Which is fair and understandable. Have a nice day. But, I think I might just cast the Revna here. Because Revna is looking pretty good also. So, we're trying to kill that before they do that. We do have a Monkey Idol for extra damage. We're pinging them more than they are pinging us, which is just hilarious. We should also have killed their Seeker, their Starlit Seeker, not Starlit Seeker, their Seer at this moment. Also, Agastris, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, thank you for the follow and welcome into the stream. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Yeah, I'm actually regretting not casting the Peddler. Do I kill the Starlit Seer or do I just play the Revna? Because, like, my Revna is going to beat out whatever the Seer is doing, even if it's, like, relatively consistent. On the other hand, I also do not like it. How many portals do we have? 1 with 25 puff caps. Nah, you can have your value. I'm gonna cast Revna. Because we're getting monkey blockers as well. That Sayhar's Blood Mender is a 6/7. I'll fucking take it. That will also heal us to full. We get the monkey, we get a pokey stick, we get a Dead Bloom Wanderer. I asked for healing and by golly did I get healing. I also got punched in the face a little bit, but that's fine. We still have Hearthblood Mender. Ursine Stormclaw is a 6/6 with Overwhelm, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give no fucks. We're gonna heal the monkey. We're gonna heal the monkey maker so that it's a 2/7. Condensed Revna is funny enough that we've played Spirits. Oh, that's a 10/8. Yo! Actually pretty decent. Actually pretty fucking decent. Understandable. Have a nice fucking day. We're gonna pass though. I'm still gonna put the 10. We're just gonna put that in the front. We're gonna put it in the front. Actually, we can do that maybe. We take 5. Is that? We take 5 if we do that. We take 4 if we do this. But I like having the thing around because it goes back, so I think we'll just do this for now. We'll take the 5 damage. I think we can handle it. Okie dokie. You have no mana. You're getting more monkeys. I think I'm gonna conch here. Otterpuss, another condense. We do get another condense and we can heal off of the hearth. We can just cast. Yeah, we can guess. I was just thinking of that too. We can condense the Hearthblood Menders so that we have more of those. Honestly, might just go for that so that we can keep buffing the thing that keeps making us permanent damage. Because we're gonna be pinging them a bunch if we do that and just overhealing everything. I top decked another fucking condense, which is hilarious and amazing. Okie dokie. So you go for sure. And that gets rid of a monkey. I do kind of need to clear the board, like, low-key, because we're getting to a point where I can't really deal, or I can't really just do a lot of damage. Or I don't have room for monkeys and also summoning other things. So I think let's do this for now. No matter how big and bad you are, with a 2-year-old hands you a toy phone, you answer it? You gotta respect the 2-year-old energy. Yeah, because now I have room to condense all the shit that I want to. I might actually condense that thing. So that's a level Teemo. That's a 3/3 Teemo, actually, because I did get a buff from the Omen Hawk. Let's conch and see what we can find here. No, I think we still need the heal. I think we still need the heal. Nobody has an elusive unit, which really fucking sucks at this point. That does kind of suck. So that's gonna keep hitting. That's fine. I think let's actually forge this big guy
His fire
so that it can more easily block those units that are coming in. That seems much better, actually. Let's conch to see if we can find something to deal with Teemo. Oh, but Monkey's coming. We have to keep remembering that the monkey is going to happen. I just can't really get a ton of damage. We do have to somehow hope that we can get the Teemo. Right now we doubled to 36 at 15. I don't like it. I do not like it. Draw. Spirits Unleashed is good. Yeah, drawing was probably the right call, because I could have hit the Starlit Seer or something. This does actually allow me to kill the Teemo in the most awkward way possible. So we have the spirits into 2 pokies onto their units and then hope that we don't draw into death. If they cast a unit, I think that's what we do for sure. They're
Chill in the air.
frostbiting the wrong thing, objectively, I think. I'm pretty sure they picked the wrong thing there. The 10-4 hits the 9-6. It deals 4 damage. The 6-3 hits something else. The 1-2. We take another 3. So we're taking 7. We go down to 7 if I do this. Plus whatever, the puff caps are off of the pokies. But then we have the 2 condenses for 2 Hearthbloodmender actions. So I still think this is fine. Poke the Starlit. I'm just gonna do this now since we top decked it. Okay. That's their last card. So that's a Thermogenic Beam. That is extremely fair. I think now we'll just go with the Condense. Because we have Condense into a 1-cost Mender into 2 Pokesticks anyway. So we can let that resolve and we know that's their last thing. Yeah. I don't think they kill me here. I'm doing my math correctly here. Because then we take this. And then we do this. And then we forge and we heal Chungus.
By the forge we create.
We know that they don't have any more things. We block here.
By his breath.
We block here. We kill the Teemo. We go down to 7. So, plus whatever shrooms we're taking. So my math was correct. You were at McDonald's trying to make an order for the breakfast menu? Okay, sounds reasonable. I'm following so far. 1, okay. But that will get rid of the 6 on a future turn, so that's fine. That's a Nora as a 4/5. Good, useful. That's dead. That's not quite dead, but we're getting there. Our Monkey Idol is still pumping out damage. We have a many more. We still got one more heal. We still got one more heal here. I'm gonna use the heal before I do anything else. So that I can actually make sure that I don't die to something random. Pokey, I was willing to gamble that we weren't going to see that happen. Mostly because, at 7, with fewer than 1 puff cap per card, I mean, we'd have to have an absolutely insane top deck, series of top decks for that to work, and I mean, those can happen. But this probability is against me losing there for sure. I spent like 20-30 minutes trying to order one thing and they told me it was 2:30, that you can't order the breakfast food? Oh no! I feel like that's a super easy thing to confuse though. Just like, it's on the menu, so why can't I order it? Because sometimes they are not particularly obvious about what's a breakfast menu item and what isn't. They're just like, it's... No, I would like you to be clear. They have no cards, so we're just gonna buff something and have a good time. Get fucked, idiot! Boom! That's 2 Furies of the North that have won us games. Let's do it. Condense healed us for 9. Condense healed us for 9. That is correct. We would have been dead. Well, we would have gone down to 1 HP if we had missed both of the previous condenses. We would have gone to 1 HP, which probably would have meant a Pokestick or a Puff Cap would have killed us because RNGesus. But yeah. that Hearthblender really did a lot of work. There's only one of them, or two, right? There's only one. Yeah, there's only one of these guys. We hit the exact thing that we needed repeatedly. Considering the mitigation from the overwhelm. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's also true. Though they did shoot out that 196 that I was really hoping would block more damage. I was like, they're not gonna... They don't run Thermogenic Beam. Of course they run Thermogenic Beam. It's a Teemo Sejuani. I feel like that's also, like, relatively older build. I feel like I just don't see Thermogenic Beam as often with PNZ. Because there's so... When you can run a high note and just out of nowhere, everything is gone. Why run Thermo? Still a very good card, though. Bilgewater! Shadow Isles from nowhere. We do have a TF. We're looking at, drawing power. Good old TF. Ready to go. This one. Yeah, this is loadout is fine. Pool Shark, Shadow Isles, Cecil Sentry, or Shadow Isles Telstones, rather. Not just the Shadow Isles as an island. Glimpse Beyond, Mirai Warden, Soul Harvest, Valfeast, Kalista, Soulcleave, Grave Companion. Mirai Great Mother. Fuck yeah. Parsemain Hold, Riptide, Twisted Fate, and Zap Sprayfin. Let's see what the Mirai Great Mother can get us. Yes, this one. Yes. Let's do it. I shall draw with the power of the Mirai! And they didn't even change the menu. It was still up there. You saw the big breakfast menu, the hotcakes, and you wanted to order it. You didn't realize it's the afternoon and it wasn't the morning time anymore. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like my sense of time does slightly go out the window in the summer. Because, like, in the winter, it's like, okay, I have to be aware of when it's going to get dark. It gets dark at, like, starts at 4:30 and it's dark by 5, you know? But in the summer, it's like, eh, the sun's up when I get up, and the sun's up when I'm eating dinner and starting the stream. So then it's just like, who fucking knows anymore? So we do have the Soulcleave. We do not have anything else except Kalista. Got some Mirai Wardens for some plink plonks, though, at least. Also, do I have a good Nami deck? Both Eternal Center Punches. Let you play your fishy. Do I have any good Nami decks? At the moment, no. Also, Shell Shocker is a great pull, lady. Thank you for doing that. Nami. Shellfolk was running around a little bit with that Fizz Samira deck, right? Or there was some Fizz deck that was running Shelly, but that's obviously not Nami, so that's actually not really helpful. I personally don't have any right now, but someone in the chat might have like a pet Nami deck or like a favorite Nami from before. Your McDonald's has all day breakfast. Mine only has it on certain days. Fucking wild. All of that is wild. Though I actually haven't gone hunting for a breakfast menu in a little bit, so I don't actually know what this landscape is like, to be honest. Hope Nico makes her viable. Nico Nami. Yeah, so if you've been playing for only a little bit, I'm not sure if you know this, you might already. Nami used to be way better. Nami used to be way better. She used to buff HP as well as power when her effect went off on the board. So it would just become a powerhouse. So I set the hash browns. They won't make those after 11, but you can get anything else. Wait, why is it hash brown limited? Yeah, it's for real. No cap, no cap. She used to buff HP, so it'd be like +2/+1 instead of just the plus whatever it is +0. So you would run Nami TF, which was a very strong deck because you would just draw and cast spells and boom, you just like have basically everything that you needed. And also Shelly would trigger, so you get the +1/+1 across the board every time you cast a spell on top of the Nami. Grave Companion? Neverglade Collector. Well, we're both arguing for the value time now, aren't we? I don't like Neverglade Collector. I do not like Neverglade Collector. I like it more than I like Hecarim, though. So I think we'll just stick with that knowledge. For now, at least. The Mirai drawing stuff makes a bit more sense. Yeah. The Mirai TF Bilgewater thing is like a package. It's just now underpowered relative to everything else that's happening. There it is. There's Mirai Great Mother. We have it. I can do the Soulcleave thing. Yes! She'll watch so many things die! That means you don't have... Can I actually... Well, can I tank... Better question here. Can I tank Neverglade damage without casting the Vengeance first? Because that's actually really important here. If it's just 2 sharks... Actually, I still think that's a Vengeance moment. So if it's 2 sharks, we have a blocker. I'm gonna Mirai Warden here, because this gives us Mirai and a Soul Cleave, or it gives us Vengeance. So it's just 2 of those, huh? That's 8. So we take 2 here. We also... Ooh, we don't want the... We actually want the Mirai to trigger. I'm gonna do this, I think. So that we only take 3 here. Or trade the 1, 2, and... Grave Companion is gonna trigger once. I think this is fine. Level the Callista.
Not today.
Yeah, it does just save us a lot of HP. It does just save us a lot of HP. Because, yeah, we can still trigger it next turn, so we will hypothetically get 4 summons. If we can. Is it a counter spell? It's a counter spell. So we do take 2. Okay, that's fair enough. So we might have to just live with that Everglade Collector for a little bit. Which is real fucking annoying. Where's TF at? 4 of 9. Okay, okay. But since Nico is based around building, buffing small stuff, she does buff HP. It could be good. The ambush knows count as spells if they come from the brush as well. Nico can hide well in the many small followers Nami likes. That's true, actually. I haven't thought about that synergy in particular. But I don't see why that wouldn't work. So we're just gonna go with the combo knowing that there's an Everglade staring at us in the face and that it might drain our whole existence. But they don't have Phantom Prankster, so at least it's only 1 thing per death. Right? Okay, that's alright, because I'm gonna do this and we're gonna draw like so many cards. We're just gonna draw so many cards. We're gonna level through TF literally right now. Assuming we also get to attack, which we should. Okay, good. Okay, good. That's a parts made whole. That's totally fine. The Callista can go smacking. Yeah, the Callista can go smacking. And then she will revive as well. And this is the strongest power unit so far. So we're doing great. We're doing great. Just please don't have a Hecarim or anything, because I can't handle a Hecarim, alright? I can't actually do that. Alright. There's a 4th summon this round. Absolutely incredible. That's 4 times 5. We've added a plus 20 cards to our deck right now. We've added plus 20 cards, which is just kind of nutty. Alright, alright, alright. We have blockers for that. We do have blockers. Can I Pool Shark here? I will just Pool Shark, I think. No amount of mental conundrums will keep me from eventually playing the sexy sushi. Do it! Do the sexy sushi! Promising Future is useless. Callista is fine. Bark Beast is a card for sure. I can kill the Neverglade potentially. I'm just really concerned that that looks a lot like it might be a Hecarim turn. And I don't particularly have much to do in front of a Hecarim. I really don't. You summon enough to... Yeah, you're gonna summon enough to level. It's 2 Neverglade Collectors! Never mind! That's also annoying. But they don't have any Ephemerals to attack yet. They don't have enough Ephemerals swinging in. So that's good. Also, Sky, hello, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah. Alright. Okay, the TF is like just barely not leveled. It's okay, we'll get there. I can also Glimpse Beyond and then Black Spear something. Oh, you want the Neverglade, huh? That's okay. I'll draw a card. We can go down to 10. We can Black Spear the other one. There's no great way for me to unfortunately kill the other Neverglade collector. But I think this will work just fine. Good. That's a vengeance. Oh, good, which means we can kill the other one that's still around. So that will be 2 dead Neverglades, or a dead Hecarim if it shows up finally. They have 3 cards in hand, so they've definitely got something in there for sure. Ooh. I can get rid of both of them now! I can get rid of both of them right now. Unless they have a... well, unless they have another Rite of Negation. I'm gonna bet that they don't have another Rite of Negation. We're gonna gamble. We're gonna gamble full out. My gamble paid out. We take a damage. We get a Ricochet. That actually will deal a lot of damage on the next turn because we have such a great and open attack here. We do have a pretty monster open attack at the moment. Zap Sprayfin is also nice. I'm going to risk Doggo and also Swingus Stingus. Go team! Also, we made 5 more cards, just casual. Okay, that's totally fine. They're alive at 5 HP. That's perfect for the Ricochet. That's perfect for the Ricochet. There's a Mirai Warden. What do you have? That's a Hecarim. No. No, you don't. No, there's no Hecarim. Hecarim was never existed. Okay. Alright, good. Shadow House Tellstones. Who gives a shit? And we got a Surrender. They didn't even let me cast the Ricochet! How could they? After I deleted their win conditions. Rude. Alright, that was pretty fun. What's a Hecarim? I don't know. Someone whispered to me that it's a thing that's real, and I don't believe them. I just don't believe them. It's a pony? Thanks, Mod. I'm sure it's also just a pony. It's like one of those tiny ponies that you see at a carnival ride, you know, for like the 7-year-olds to sit on. That's on one of those things that just goes around in a circle. I bring that up specifically because I have a distinct memory of doing that as a child. Okay, I think we have caught up on the deck submissions, so I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Can we try to hit plat today? That was not in part of the initial plan, but I mean, we could always do that right before the new expansion. I'm still... wait, how's the standard? How's standard doing? I don't think I can bring any of this into standard, can I? Can I do... no, can I do this into standard? How many of my things are in standard? No, like, absolutely none of them, except for the Aatrox. Alright, we're not gonna do that in standard. Let's go back to Eternal, and do the degeneracy in Eternal, of course. Would be a real shame if you sent a deck submission now. It would be a real shame, for sure. Play some aggro to plat. Here's the fun part, I don't really have any aggro decks. Also, shit, Moobot, shut up. That's no longer a thing. Please ignore Moobot. It's gone a little crazy. It's gone a little insane. As in, I forgot to remove the timers and stuff so that it wouldn't continue saying that all the time, because it's not true. That was a Streamiversary thing for yesterday, and I am lazy and forgot. So, that's good. You can still use Attorney Command, though, to find out about the tournament that we're hosting next Sunday, however. Hint, hint, wink, wink, if you want to sign up for that. Anyway, we could do Braum, we could do the Brenora again. Yeah, no aggro to be seen. I'm not an aggro player so much. Yeah. Might actually just do the Bromnora again. Is that a good idea? It was fun for a little bit. It has those good cards in it. We can always see how much more the Hearthblood Mender can do for us. Let's just get carried by the Hearthblood Mender some more. How about? I probably will not need to cast 3 of them again, hopefully. Or it'll put me up against Sejuani for another time, and we'll have to deal with that anyway. I can't wait for Sump Monument! Every other day I think a little bit about Sump Monument. I'm all like, wow! It's gonna be fun to it's literally Teemo Sejuani again. Oh my god. Also, Syntax! Hi, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, well, got what I asked for. I guess I can't say that I didn't open my dumb mouth and the universe responded. Don't have a turn one, Teemo. You don't have a turn one, Teemo! Joys! Joys. Absolute joys. I do almost have 3 Conchologists again. Teemo? Not a Teemo. Can confirm, not a Tito. Still annoying, but not a Tito. Alright, here we go. Riccati, hello! I'm glad you made it. Welcome in, by the way. Excuse me. The carbonated drink, it went up my sinuses for a second there. Suith Eyes, thank you for the deck code. I will take that in a moment. There's a mini morph. We're gonna conch, I think. Fracture. Magical Journey and Pie Toss. I do actually like a Pie Toss. More pings equals good. At least in my brain right now, considering how much damage we are potentially taking from everything in general. I'm actually going to use this Pie Toss first and hold Pokey and the Anvil for Teemo. There's a Tusk Speaker anyway, so none of it even matters. Woo! Yeah, we're going to lose to this. We're going to lose to that, unfortunately. I needed Nora. I needed something like a Nora. Riccati, did I say hello? If I didn't, hello. How is it going? We're gonna take 4 damage, and then we're going to cast a Timely Tavern Keeper and scream. And scream loudly.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
There's a teeny dactyl. Cannot get rid of that. Can mini-morph it, though, eventually. I don't want to mini-morph the 6-5, considering Sejuani is gonna be a thing in a hot minute, but we might actually just have to do that, really. Yeah, we might actually just have to do that, which really sucks. As I just can't really handle it. Nor can I handle the Sejuani. I can't handle, let me be clear, I can't handle either of those things, but I can handle the Pterodactyl, like, even less. Because the Scrappy Bomb is already going to level her. She's going to be leveled next turn. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, It's Teeny Dactyl or it's Sejuani damage. I can't really handle either. Well, okay, that sucks. We could open pass. That also seems bad. Yeah, open pass would suck. This also needs to be empowered 3, and we're not getting that super easily either. Spirits Unleashed for the 2-4. I just don't think that really matters. It gets rid of the 2-1, sure, but like it's not... I don't think that 3-4 is going to win us the game. The Empowered is nice, but that's about it. It lets us attack with the 4-3. But that's also kind of it. Yeah. It also brings us down to 11. I mean, at least they're not the ones committing the Nexus damage. There's a Troll Chant. Okay. So we don't get it anyway. Yeah, that just sucks. Yep, that was... Nope. 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 Yeah. I should have listened to my gut there and not just cast a mini-morph. I think I should have just cast the mini-morph. No worries. Troll Chant is only an Eternal. Troll Chant's only Eternal. So that makes sense. We can mini-morph a Sejuani. That is at least not a Sejuani. Miracles. Brittle Steel, Troll Gifts, and Inner Beast. Probably Brittle Steel. Actually, Inner Beast is nice. Could take an Inner Beast. I'm gonna take an Inner Beast. Mini morphing to 6-4 is probably gonna be helpful. Well, let's see how this damage resolves first. So they're gonna ping us down to 8 if the Pterodactyl hits us. Maybe he doesn't have or ever draws a Sejuani. Thank you! I can believe. I can believe in that, right? Oh, but the Merkwolf Ranger is gonna draw something that's just bad. It's just gonna draw something that's just bad. Have a Bram! It's a Bram! Do you like the Bram? I like the Bram. Who doesn't like a pretty good Bram? Please don't have anything, and I will hit your Sejuani.
Fight for your lives.
Okay, but that's what we held the mini-morph for. That's what we held the mini-morph for. That's what we got resources for. Fuck you. Okay, we're gonna kill something small because we can kill something small. And the Poro's a 4/4 now because it has been buffed. I just need to not die to the timer that is Pterodactyl. So that's good. We're making progress. Ow. Just ow. Oh, we got a heal. That's very good, actually. I like a good heal. I need it. I need it. That's a Tusk Raider. Ah. Aha. Oh. Okay. Oh, Buried in Ice though. Buried in Ice is a card. Buried in Ice is a good card that I plan to use very quickly. Very, very quickly. So that I don't have to think about anything else. 12 power Sejuani. Yeah, it's a 12/14. It's +6 +7. You got the doubling, which is unfortunate. I really want them to cast Sejuani. Do they cast Sejuani? Or I can just mini-morph the second Sejuani. I'm so good at gaming. Okay, that's actually just so nice. So I have two options here, either of which we can use. Fantastic. I feel more at ease. We can also kind of just swing. I can also kind of just attack them in the face place, because all of my units are now at a point where they can pretty much trade in various ways and means. Good. I should have pulled something else potentially with the Braum, but this so far is okay. So they take 3, they go down to 10, they have a 6/4 and a Sejuani. What is Braum at? 4/10. Okay, that's okay. That's a 6/4 still. They're just casting Tusk Raiders! They're just it didn't do anything, but that's fair enough, I guess. Sure. So we have a couple blockers. Not gonna lie, they actually kind of know what they're doing because they're forcing me to make unfortunate decisions here. So I think we just mini-morph the 6/4, don't take any damage from it, or take a little bit of damage from it, and then just Buried in Ice on top of the Sejuani when it comes down. Mini-morph Eclectic. I personally think mini-morph the 6/4 and then Buried in Ice on their turn. So that we don't take any dex from that, and then we can just kind of pokey other things out of the way. I'm gonna hit that for 2. They could have another Troll Chant though, so I think Face might be better here, honestly. Bring them down to 9, get a card, hopefully it's a unit of some. It is a Nora. Oh, it's not quite the unit that I was looking for, but it is a body, so I'm not gonna complain too much. It's enough that it might actually be able to do something. Oh, Aloof Travelers is also pretty good, but we don't have that, of course, at the moment. Okay. Braum will level soon. He's very slow, but he might level soon. They don't have counters. Unless they have a Puzzling Signpost. But I doubt they have a Puzzling Signpost. So for now, we're just gonna hope the Landmark does it. Yeah. Don't have Puzzling Signpost! So they have potentially a Fury of the North. Because the Tusk Raider failed to draw anything. That's the Conchologist, so that's 1 card that they need. But we have 5 with the Nora Winged Messenger right now. We have another damage with that, so we're dealing 5. We're dealing 6, potentially. With that, the Braum goes up to a 6 of 10. Those are all gonna come back, of course, so we do try to kind of low-key try and win this turn. We can buff the Messenger, though, with the Braum's Take Heart, which is very good, actually. Let's do an Aloof Travelers as well. This gives them time to cast a unit. But I think we want to get big cards out of the way. Honestly, +3, so it'd be 6 + 2, which is 8. I'm just gonna try and do a Take Heart on the 3/4 and fucking win the game. Yeah, who needs to fiddle around with Aloof Travelers if we can just try and win here. They do have a mini morph, so that's down to 3, so it is only 5 to their face. Unfortunate. Deeply fucking unfortunate. Oh god. So they're down to 2, unless I rip a Eclectic Collection and then that does it. Top 10 cards and poison, flash on trap and 3 poison point caps in the other any deck. Eclectic Collection is probably not going to be enough to do it, but it might. And to be honest, at this point, I think it's the closest we're going to get. So we can heal. We can heal. Maybe we get a chance to cast the Sejuani. Anvil, Inner Beast, and Collection, maybe. I think I'm just going to go with this for now, because there's a chance that the boons also give us blockers. 9 puff caps. We need like them to draw really, really fucking well here. So they're poking my face, which is very surprising, honestly. I'm impressed that they poked my face into the into that. So Pterodactyl is gonna resolve after the Sejuani comes back. Before the Sejuani comes back because it's to the left. It didn't draw anything, unfortunately. We get a buff, we don't get any boons whatsoever. Yeah, there's the kill. There's 56 damage. I needed that Bronze Stake Heart to work. I needed the Bronze Stake Heart to work and it didn't. Oh well. We have now another deck submission, so let me get into that here. So with eyes, thank you for sending that in. Yeah, I wish it wasn't giving me Teemo Sejuani matchups, though, by the way. I've seen, like, 3 of them today, and I complained about them initially because I was like, oh, haha, it's the deck that I hate. I don't actually want to see it all the time. Come on, people. Teemo Sejuani Sejuani Gangplank has been around for ages. Get off the boring shit. It's so boring. Ah! Anyway, it's fine, it's fine. Petricite for life. Let's try this out. That is the only Eternal deck other than Elise. Galio is always fun, though. I'm never gonna complain about playing Galio, even if Formidable is a little bit of a strange keyword. Only we don't really have too much of it, and there is a Gorlith, so I'm extremely happy. I love Gorlith. Gorlith is the only way that I can actually heal above the stupid 20 HP cap, so it makes me quite cheerful to play it. Teemo Sejuani Prison is fun, though. I just think Sejuani's design is... Here's the thing. Sejuani's design is very good. I just think Teemo Sejuani is the most boring iteration of Teemo that exists. Personally, I think. If I'm playing Teemo, I want the win con to be puff caps. Like, he is a mid-range kill timer. Again, it is prison. It's always prison with Teemo, but I just don't like the way Sejuani plays with him at all. It's just like, why am I running a giant boar woman with Teemo? Like, it just doesn't compute. It does not compute for me. It has never computed. It will never compute. I know it's a good deck. I'm digging in my heels and being a stubborn hoe about it, though. Anyway, let's coup over Gorlith. He deserves cooing. Petricite Hound, getting touched. Petricite Broadwing, single combat, Duran Protege. Harsh Shield of Duran Soraka, Spring Guardian, Winds of War, Astral Protection, Broad-backed Protectors, Crystal Ibex, Mountain Drake, Star Shaping Galio, Grandfather Rummel, and Gorlith, the Unscalable. We shall hopefully scale my Nexus into the sky. I still have it, I think, actually. Gorecrafter deck in here is what's also a pretty fun meme. We got the Gorlith to be, I forget how big, but it gave me like 40 HP, I think, or something like that. It was also very entertaining. Sejuani keeps interacting. Play the old Hexcore Foundry build. Hexcore Foundry is very good. Like, to be fair, the Victor Teemo that I built is very similar to Teemo Sejuani, as in Teemo is like a win condition on top of somebody else who also is sometimes a win condition. Sejuani is just more consistent of a win condition than Victor is, but Victor is my favorite, so fuck off. Alright, have a Hound. Katarina Yasuo. I actually haven't seen Cat Yasuo in a while. I have not seen that deck in a hot minute. Okay. So Broadwing is gonna be helpful. You should not do that. You should not do that. I don't know why you killed the Legion Saboteur. I'll take the trade, I guess. Also, please stop giving me Gallios. I can only handle so many. So many Gallios. Starlet Seer for the occasional fat Teemo draws. So Starlet Seer is incredible. Seer with Puffcat Peddler on the field feels great. Born of the Ruse is annoying, and I don't want it to be around, so we're going to kill it. Post haste. Okay. Broadback Protector is here. That will be nice against Noxus, though I don't actually know what they're gonna do next, because they haven't cast a whole lot. So Windswept Hillock is a card that can come down soon, of course.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Yeah, we're just gonna Broadback Protector.
Star Child, I'll clear a path for you.
Good to see you too, Vin.
Probably the best option would have been to wait there and then cast and then use the Broadbacked Protector so that they can guile the Soraka, and then I cast the Broadbacked into that. But also they're passing the turn, so I'm not super complaining. Both in this one and the Uter Galio play, Galio always bricks you. Galio is occasionally a bit annoying. He costs 7. 7 is always really expensive. Like, Jarvan is already like, man, you cost 6 mana. I could mini-morph somebody for that amount of mana. Galio is an interesting one. I'm almost there, though, so I'm almost at the point where I don't have to worry about it too much anymore. Galio is a bit of a bricky card, unfortunately. That's a Blade's Edge. Okay. I will single combat the Katarina with my Broadbacked Protector if I have to do that. Let's see, can I do that now? Can I do that now? I think let's do it on attack. Let's do it on attack. The Guile is going to make the Blade Twirlers big, though, which sucks. I mean, they lose the Blade's Edge, too. They didn't even cast the Blade's Edged. I'm amazed! I'm impressed. Windswept Hillock is stunning the 2/7.
Here's our chance.
There's a couple of 3/3s. They have a Guile. So they're probably going to deal 12 damage to my face here. They're probably going to use this opportunity to cast the Guile.
Try to keep up.
Or not, and I can just live in confusion for the rest of my life, I guess. I guess. You could have tried to push 6 damage there, buddy friend, so I'm confused. No, I actually think killing your Katarina is very important, and I will continue to try and do it. Thank you very kindly. You used to get an open with J4. That's fair. That's fair. You do get that nice attack with the J4. And sometimes your opponent, at least I feel like as a player, and sometimes is surprisingly just like, oh shit, I forgot he was gonna do that. Sometimes I feel like I just forget that he does stuff. Sorry, Jarvan.
I'll protect you.
Okay, so another single combat. I'm gonna plop us the Galliath down. We have a 1/9, a 2/5 that should be healing into 0/8, which is nice. And that Guile is still just kind of hovering. They played the wrong Yasuo! That's not great! They played the wrong one! No, don't do that. Play the one that is hidden, you idiot! Now that I know you have 2 Yasuos! It's not really super impactful, but it still sucks! That you did that! Also, what in the hell are you doing? What in the God's name are you doing? I am so confuzzled by your actions, but it's okay, because I'm just gonna kill him again. That's a Katarina and a Yasuo down, hypothetically, unless they found another Nopify. Don't have Deny open. We will have Shield of Durand and the Astral Protection next turn as well, so that our Galio should hopefully level into something. That's a Discipline of Force. That is not enough to kill my Galio. I think my opponent can't do math. Just single the Yasuo after the Nexus Strike. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking of it normally as like, I'm thinking of it as a not a formidable unit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have another one though, so at least there's that. So there's how much damage coming in? Not enough to fucking destroy me, so that's fine. Sinan is also fine. We're just going to cast another one and let them have fun with that fact. You're at what now? 23, 25. You're popping the spell shield. Okay, interesting, interesting. Let's pass here. Sure. It's fine. You have 2 mon. They don't have twin disciplines. They could have another flock. They could have another flock. We could take all the damage. Don't really want to take all the damage. Can we risk a Soraka? I think I'm just gonna swing next turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna swing next turn, honestly. Have Astral? No? Yeah, no mana. Just 2 at the moment. Guiding Touch would be nice here, but we don't have that. We're healing there. We have a Mountain Drake. I think we're just gonna full heal and then hold that Astral, or heal a little bit. Hold that Astral protection for the Galio on the swing.
It's on. Want to see these moves up close?
There's the Soraka level as well. We have Star Shaping in hand. The other thing should also be fine. 2/2, that's a 5/1. Here we go. Double block anyway. Where are you at again? 22 of 25. You need 3 more. We can get that. Sinan is they're doing a lot of Sinan work for sure. I think I might just heal the dude and try to get the Galio to level here. Or yeah. Because it should also be healing my Nexus. At 11, we'll also get more options. 2 units and landmarks or Immortal Fire. They've burned 2 Yasuos, 1 shuffled back into the deck. They have 2 Katarinas still. I think I might actually just take the Supernova. They have counter spells though. Immortal Fire is a good blocker though. Immortal always. I don't know. I like Supernova a lot, but Immortal Fire is also slightly cheaper.
Live with purpose.
Ooh, Shield of Durand is nice. Here, 27 or 25. Here we go. Go with Cosmic, but you're greedy. 2 blocks for free. Take the bird. So many opinions here. House Booty is fine. That's totally fine. Sinan paying out. So that's a 5/2. We're getting what's getting stunned here? It's still the oh no, it's Soraka now because she has more HP, right? Yeah. But also, the Galio rallies because of the brought back protector. I forgot how that worked. I legit forgot that that's how that worked for a moment. There's a paralyzing bite. Okay. You still don't have, like, lethal here at the moment, so I could also Drake. Drake is actually also pretty decent here. But, right now, Immortal Fire is looking okay. The problem is the Mountain Drake gives us more mana. And it will be able to block a bunch of things. Something is going to have to get sacrificed to the fires of the 9/2, though. So that's a consideration. Personally, I like Mountain Drake, honestly. Does an Immortal kill the 9/2 because he revives? Gorlith is lethal on Rally, but I also have to survive their attack. I'm mostly just worried about the 9/2 being able to punch out some damage. I think it's a Drake, personally. One sec. Yeah. Whoa, sorry, what? Yeah. Oh, someone asked how my name is pronounced? Sorry, I missed it. Also, Maeve, welcome to the chat, by the way. I was paying too much attention to the gameplay right now. It's pronounced Elzon. Welcome in. Yeah, if that's 2 stuns, I mean, we're still boned. You are committing that so incredibly wrong. What are you doing? That, like, makes me angry. It makes me angry they're doing it that way. What are you doing? You fucking moron. You fucking goddamn moron. What are you doing? This is not what I saw in the cards. What is going on? What is going on? What is this? I'm like roping because I'm astonished at how stupid that is. What? You had 2 concussive palms? You had 2 palms and they're all getting obliterated. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Take heart. Live with purpose.
What are you fucking doing? I can complain at whatever fucking rank we're at, honestly. Also, I've hit a top 100 in standard, so I'm just saying I have a right to fucking complain about other people doing shitty stuff, I think, personally. Full heal. Doesn't matter. At this point, I don't care. At this point, I don't give a fuck. It's a 217. Yeah, that can argue with the 13 too, for sure. Fuck you. Also, what the fuck are you doing? I'm just so bamboozled. I'm so bamboozled. Yeah, sure, I don't care. That's fine. Lose your whole board. The tunnel to reset it, making the matchmaking scuffed. Yeah, no, the matchmaking is intensely scuffed. Like, I keep getting put against, like, diamond players when I'm in gold, which is, like, totally fine for me. But not so fine if you're genuinely somebody who is just climbing at a lower rank because, like, you're new to the game. Like, that does not seem correct. Anyway, I'm gonna cast the Immortal Fire because the Galio will rally for us and we don't give no fucks anymore. I'm still bamboozled. I'm still confused, but it doesn't matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. Yeah, it doesn't. That's fine. Ah, it revives. It's still stunned though, which sucks, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. You draw 2 cards. It's probably fine. That's a Hellspiner, also fine. We're gonna full heal.
By starlight.
We're gonna actually heal the Galio so that it does a lot of damage. And then we have so much healing in our hand that anything that they do is irrelevant so far. Oh, right, I feel like I'm missing a submission. What am I missing? Am I missing any submissions? No, this is the last one. I'm just hallucinating is what I'm fucking doing. I'm just hallucinating! Not as hard as my opponent's hallucinating, though. Not as hard as my opponent's hallucinating. That is a flock! Is that, yeah, well, no? Yeah. Also no. Also absolutely fucking not. That's great, that's great. That's a flock on my 6-5. I am also fine with this as well. I hate these situations. Yeah. I mean, it could be worse for us. For sure. It could be significantly worse for us. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, we got so many Healy draws that it doesn't matter still. Let me heal you. Okay. That's fine. And then, because then we can shield a Durand is my point here. Because that's a 0-17. Kill the Yasuo, kill that. We're using the Soraka for damage. It's as God intended. Absolutely 100% as God intended. Put Ibex for this. Yeah, Ibex is apparently refusing to show up, but that's okay. I could win this war. if they do anything. I'm almost at full HP again. That's another Soraka. We're just gonna swing. I know that we could Gorlith to show them that we are Chads, but we're okay. We'll just do the regular McSwingin'. We'll just do a regular smack. I'm too concussive palms, holy shit. On the stack, no less. On the stack! On the stack. Alright, I need 2 wins on something here. Ripping the Wish would have been such a flex. That, you know, that's true, actually. Watch them have pulled a deny off the top somehow. Not that it would have mattered, but they would have had a deny somehow anyway. So I need something to real quick win me 2 games, because then we can be in plat, and I can be not a gold player. Again, not that I actually give any particular shits, but it's funny. Gorecrafter is a little too memey, unfortunately. Do I just do the comfort? Just do the comfort pick. Watch my comfort pick absolutely screw me somehow, because it's going to put me against fucking Vayne players, and the Vayne players are a terror. Dragon's Piltover, what is that? Oh, this one, this is the duplicating Broodfather deck. So basically you just don't run any, you don't run any units, or you run as few units as possible, and then you just make copies of Protective Broodfather. So there's like a 2% chance on every draw that it will find you a non-dragon, but most of the time it's just summons 50,000 copies of itself. Or that's generally the idea. I have pulled 6 at once. It is possible. It can be done. And I have done it. I could also just do the Teemo deck. I'm gonna do the Teemo deck and then fall to fucking bronze somehow. That's the ticket! That's the ticket. Fall to bronze. Everybody join me in bronze. Super Lamezoid is lame for running Lurk, but whatever, it gets LP. I can't be too mad about it. I will be mad that I have to go up against it though. RNG Seraphine Plaza. Not this. Doesn't have Seraphine in it at all. There's no champions. It's just Perfectionist, Duplication, and then cards that make things or make blockers and other units like Assembly Line. The closest thing that I have to RNG Seraphine Plaza is a deck that Berserk sent yesterday, actually, that is trying to get Catastrophe to work, which is a lot of fun. Everyone should go try to get Catastrophe to work because it's a fantastic card. It is banned in Sunday's tournament because we're running Singleton and it lives for Singleton. It feasts. It feasts upon Singleton, but it's also great as a card. It gives you a board of 7 with RNG. Oh, yes. It will hopefully RNG the way you want it to into summoning multiple copies of itself, but sometimes it does fuck that up. You suck. That is my official verdict. You suck, opponent. They're gonna get a Lurk here, which means we take 4 from the Xerxai Collar. Or 5 if they pulled a Rek'Sai. They did not, as it were, pull a Rek'Sai. So that's okay. They might have pulled a Death from below, though, at some point, which would also suck. That would also suck. We could go with the Victor first. We could go with the Victor forward mentality. I think I am going to Teemo first, though. Even if we do lose the opportunity to roll and augment elusive Victoire. Sorry, Victoire. I need a peddler. We don't have a peddler. I think that's my only hope, and we have lost the opportunity to find one. Because 9 puff caps ain't gonna cut it. So, other than the thing that doesn't have arms, what are we waiting for? Oh, the vulnerable? The one that casts vulnerable? That's not the one that casts vulnerable. So actually that's more okay than I was expecting it to be. We're gonna die to Overwhelm at some point anyway. I'll take some damage while I can. Death Ray is actually not so bad here. Again, peddlers. If there were peddlers, it would be great. Yeah, it has to be a pike. I can kill my own stuff to avoid the pike, but it's a pike. These are good blockers, though, at least. They do trade, if nothing else. Down to 15. Okie dokie. And then Ignition Hex Core with the 3 sisters! Okay, that's nice, actually. Your Pike's at +3. Okay, Snoot is going. There's the elusive. There's not elusive. There's the vulnerable thing that I was talking about. The Hammer Snoot. You're at 4 of 7. I wish this counted for the Fated procs. It makes sense that it doesn't, but man, I wish it did. It'd be so nice if it did. Death from Below is 4, though, and they're at the mana for it. So they're just hammer snooting away. Rude of you. Very rude of you, honestly. We're just gonna make cards. And then potentially just Frostbite and Death Ray, whatever is, or, yeah, no, actually it's just the Frostbite. So I might be able to save something here. Victor's at 5 of 7. So if I keep a reasonable amount of my board alive, we might be able to do something. So that's a trade. That's gonna become a 6-3 minimum. We can Mystic Shot the 3-2. We cannot Mystic Shot that, however, which sucks. They did kind of low-key call me out on that one. We could also just recast Victor here. We could also just recast Teemo. I could lose both of my champions and then just recast them. The keywords on the Victor are, like, not the most impactful ever. I honestly might just do that, because we are getting rid of a good chunk of their board here. Yeah. The Teemo doesn't need to see the Popcaps printed. I just need to plant them. Thank God. Alright, Victor, it's your time to shine again. One more attempt for you. Let's get a keyword going. 6 of 7. Elusive now! Plus, he's only going to be vulnerable anyway. Yeah, also true. Oh, Lifesteal! My man, he is trying! Fantastic. Fantastic, sir. Okay, I need one more created card. I just need one more, and there it is. There's a Death Ray. Also fine. We're gonna actually... Honestly, I think we're still going to go Punch with the Teemo first. I really wish I had drawn a Peddler, because I have so many spells and I just cannot use them, really. At least for the Shroom duplicating. Watching him quick attack now. I like the Teemo attack, though. There's a Snapjaw Swarm. The Rek'Sai's on the top now. Understood. Understood. Mystics are for face, but I'm also dying. Mystic shots are for face, but also I'm almost dead. I could time trick to see if I can find something. Or I could Frostbite it and block with the Victor, and then go up 3. Or actually, I could go up by 5 because we're... Or 4 because we'd be leveling him as well. I feel like that's not terrible. The Lurk is already triggered. We go up to 12 from this. Yeah, I mean, that works temporarily. Okie dokie. Another Hexcore upgrade. Buff our boy a little bit more. I will block with Teemo if I must. He got quick attack. I actually got the quick attack. Oh my god. Should have cast it before, but that's okay. We're going to ignore that. There's a Blood in the Water. That's manageable, actually. Well, it's like relatively manageable. I'm glad I held the Mystic Shot open, though. I am glad I did that for sure. That was a good brain moment for me. We go down to 6. I don't like it, but we still got a lift steal unit, so I think I'm just gonna do this. You did tell me, and I did not listen. I did not listen. 14 on 31. Not so hot. Not so hot. I also don't want to give them draw on their attack. But we finally find a Peddler. Amazing. There's more chances that we can find a 3 sisters. We know they have Rek'Sai. And there she is. There she is in all her glory. It's going to level. Must we find the freeze like right now? There's a thermogenic beam. Unfortunately, the thermogenic beam has like not enough damage by just a hair. Chump Wump is not what I was looking for. We are 10 plus 10. If they put that first, I mean, we're just in trouble straight up always, but let's do Chump Wump. It's a chump blocker. Nothing else. Free puff caps is something. Rek'Sai is a giant fucking problem, though. I mean, okay, 14 with a Teemo that may be living. If the Teemo is living, we can hit them for 2 damage. We take them down to 11. They do put the Rek'Sai first, which is correct. It gets the Overwhelm. It gets the buff. We put the 4-4 in front of the 8-2. We are negating a little bit. Not all of it. We're negating like a little bit of it. We're taking it down by, what, 6? Yeah, and then doing that. So we only take a damage from this. Let me cast these guys. Oh, I should cast one of the peddlers on the field, actually. Because they are... The cost decreasing from the Victor is actually not worth. But we needed the one anyway for the augment, so that's okay. 8-2 is dead. The X-Core doesn't go anywhere anymore, unfortunately. They have a Blood in the Water. It's irrelevant because they can't cast anything. I mean, doubling here is still pretty nice because it's 38. Yeah. It's 38, and then we can Peddler into Death Rays into Cloud with the Hexcore Foundry. Cersei Collar is looking for another Rek'Sai or a Pike or something. Please don't have any rallies. Those would suck. Those would suck a lot. We had 11 mana. Or, sorry, we had 9 mana. We had 9 mana, so it's exactly enough for all of this bullshite. I'm gonna safety block and also just kill that. Let's try this. It gives us MK2s, which may or may not show up in the top of our hand the way we want them to. Hexor Foundry is probably not gonna kill them either, because we're still like at, what, plus... We're like at 1.2-ish of caps per draw, and they're only drawing 2 cards, and they're going to outvalue us rapidly. I get 2 draws off of the Hexcore Foundry myself, but that's it, unfortunately. I'm just gonna cast Hexcore Foundry because it's all I've got. In addition to this one last Cloud. Go Cloud! Be free! Throw some gas into somebody's face, real casual like. Okay, we're fine. That's a Death Ray too. I did ask for that. I did ask for that as well. That's 4! It's tasty! 4 is a tasty number! I just need you to do that again. There's my doom. There's my doom. What has the most HP here? Neandroid has the most HP, but also that's Overwhelm, so goodbye world. It was nice knowing you all. It was nice knowing you all. 50. Yeah, we would win if I could live another turn. We would win if I could live another turn, but we can't. Unfortunate. Deeply unfortunate. Yeah, because it's 4, so we're only blocking 8. We're blocking 4, and that's going to be 12. And they also have a Pike! Dang! Okay, there's the death from below finally. Fuck you, Pike. The quick attack Victor was sub-troll. It was. That's a call. You don't need to do all this. You have the win. It is called Zersereth, the Under Titan, who has the maw. It's just a giant maw. Can't really complain about a giant maw, to be fair, though. It's a good maw scenario. Okay, bye. Thank you for your time.
I'm just getting started!
Oh, okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. So that means we need, like, what, 4 wins? I think we need 3 or 4, right? That's actually, well, depending on what I do, it might be 2. Because you don't drop an even amount of LP down here, which still blows my mind a little bit. Alright, we're just gonna do the comfort pick that can occasionally win. It's called BM of a Lurk player who just lost to Helia. Helia is a fun card. I love shutting it down, though. It's entertaining when you just get rid of their board and they're like, well, Landmark ain't doing shit. Is it a Vayne player? No, it is a Braum Nora player, however. We did just see what this deck is capable of. None of that. Pretty much none of that. We got the Blooming Cultist and the Darkened Harp back, though, and a second Darkened Harp to say, fuck you, Steratu's where it's at. Steratu is where it's at, apparently. Whoops! Ranger Knight Defector is good. Very good. I mean, Ranger Knight Steratu is here now. That alone can bring us back from the brink. Keeper of the Box is also nice. We can give Quick Attack and Lifesteal. That's a Nora. That's okay. Blooming Cultist is not going to be here yet. Could have actually waited for the Blooming Cultist into the Darkened Heart. That might have been better, because then we could have actually blocked the Nora. Or attacked into the Nora a little bit more effectively. That's a 3-3 already! I hate everything! Good to know! At least it doesn't trigger. At least it doesn't trigger. So it doesn't summon. It's not a fucking play effect. Junk Construct is there. I do kind of want the strike with an equipped unit, so we're gonna go anyway. And we do have Defector into another Darkened Harp. They also just let us smack. I would have put the Junk Construct in the front, arguably speaking. Junk Protect is being uncomfy. It's really saying no today. Ooh, Expansive Protection, that was finally here. That's a 0-6. We're still gonna cast Ranger Knight Defector. And watch them scream inside. Darkened Harp on it this turn. They're not gonna let us... Yeah, they're not gonna let us do anything before the Braum goes in. They should pull this 4-3, probably, so that I can't block the 4-2. The 2-2 with the 4-3? Yeah, that's correct. So we're only taking 3. Sure, whatever. Darkened Harp on the 4-3. And here we go. It begins. Your board is intimidating, though. Their board is already caught up with ours, for sure. Expansive Protection again is its card, for sure. Go! Go! Going on attack with their 3-3, though. Oh! Not sure. I wasn't really processing. I wasn't really processing. That's a mini morph. That's still a 5-3 with Quick Attack because you can't shut down the Steratu. And I still have my regular attack because of the way that works, so thank you for burning that. I do appreciate it. We can also now just kill Braum with the Cane, which is very good, and I do like it a lot. Yeah. It is tricky the way equipment works, but that's also fucking funny. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're getting so many weapon strikes. The second we draw an Aatrox, which we should be able to, hopefully soonish, we're gonna be pretty strong. We're gonna be pretty strong. Okay. Kane will also potentially be able to Furiously Wield his way out of this situation because we have Expansive Protection to protect him along with the Furious Wielder. After your friend told me they added equipment after attachment, you were baffled. It's a very strange distinction, for sure. It's a very weird distinction. Blooming Cultist? They're just gonna pull. They're just gonna pull something. So I think the Nora's gonna hit regardless. Let's just hold our mana open, though. Let's just hold our mana open. So the Braum takes damage from whichever thing they choose here. And I actually am really tempted to just go for the Cane level. They can't mini-morph it again either. There are so many weapons, and you never saw an attachment that wasn't Yuumi. So, they removed almost all of the attachment units. I think they removed all the attachment units except for Yuumi from Standard. So, it's just not really seen in Standard much, because you can't play it there. Do you know about Papercraft Dragon? Because Papercraft Dragon Fizz, and Papercraft Dragon in general, was a bit of a terror. Because that card is just a lot of gas. It's just, honestly, an impressive amount of gas for something that shouldn't do that much. People occasionally did Papercraft Dragon Cheese. Yeah, it was kind of wild. It was kind of wild. I can take damage, honestly. I don't...
To slaughter.
I'm, like, low-key surprised. Yeah, we're gonna get the Ross of the Challenger so we can kill the Nora on the next turn anyway. She's getting a portal. I think we can manage her getting one portal. Papercraft Fizz or Papercraft Renekton. Yep. And then Curse of the Tomb and other things also kind of superseded it, but Papercraft was nutty. Plus they're all Fae. So they do benefit from that as well. Or, like, benefit from the discounting from other cards in Bandle. Okay. So 4 of 6. There's 2 portals on the top. They're unlikely to hit those. They're unlikely to hit those, which is what I'm clinging to right now. Unless they cast Bandle Commando right now, but they're not actually doing that, which surprises me. There's a Furious Wielder. They don't get anything from that, so we're just gonna open attack. We're gonna pull the Nora here, and honestly just kind of let everything else resolve as it will. Shadow Assassin ever the better option. Shadow Assassin over which card? Shadow Assassin is very powerful. When Zed Bard was a thing, it was pretty good. Can you stop Minimorphin my shit? It doesn't do what you think it does in these scenarios. I don't think. Most of the attachment units were too safely costed. Oh, Ross! No. Not really, no. I mean, there are scenarios if you're confident that your opponent cannot deal with an elusive unit, sure. There's a viewer, Moss, who plays Blue Kayn with Gwen, so that you basically pump the Corrupted Scythe buffs on an elusive unit so that they can't deal with anything. It does work. So that is... It is an option. I, like, could protect it. I just don't know if it's, like, super worth protecting. There's a portal. Nora is still not leveled. At some point, I would love to draw a Aatrox. I would, at some point, love to draw an Aatrox. I think it's different, Darkin, which is the problem here. Yeah, I also no. Also, no thank you very much at all. Also, that's a Solitary Monk. You're really high rolling on the elusives for sure. I mean, we can regularly cast Anaka now, which is pretty worth. I can just cast the 6/8 as a 6/8 and have fun. There's another Nora! I'm impressed. You know what? Mark me impressed. That is the 3rd Nora that you've pulled. I do acknowledge that you have managed to pull some bullshit out of your asshole. On the other hand, I'm still not going to let you have it. I can do this during in combat. What the fuck am I thinking? Drakehound's gonna go. I don't really care about Drakehound. Yeah, we're just gonna pass with the attack. Or Storadu, 3rd Nora. Yeah, they did manage to find it. I'm gonna discard a Furious Wielder! Oh, wait, no, we're discarding the Frostbite, actually, which is arguably better in this case, because now I can still smack at the Nora. It's time for the Nora smacking. Because you're definitely out of resources at this point to deal with that. So all the fucking Noras are dead. They will have no more portals planted by the Nora. Fantastic. I will cast Anaka next turn, and Aatrox will one day show up. Aatrox, my love, I need you now. I need you earlier rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to?
Uh-huh. You're already damaged, so that's fine. Sure. Drakehound is annoying, but certainly not the end of the universe for us. Anaka will be dope. It's a 6/8. Let's go. You can argue with the Braum over there. I finally actually find an Aatrox. Oh god. We actually got him! Holy shit. That's actually pretty good. Speaking of, I don't know what the world ender's at, but this'll work. 5? That's what I'm thinking. It's really, it's 3 mana! That's illegal! That's illegal! 3 mana world ender should be illegal. Okay, I have also the Astral Protection, which should be more than okay right now. Yeah, that's... something is wrong with witnessing that right now. I don't care that you're killing one Bedongle. I have the fucking world ender at 3. Please don't tell me that you have, like, the one puzzling signpost that I am thinking some Vandal players have, even though I haven't seen it in weeks. Protect the mini. It was. I'm also just thinking about casting the better unit, plus the Storados still have a lot to going on there. Looks like they have an Owlcat, maybe? We have Quick Attack, we have Big Chungus Overwhelm, we're healing a little bit. They have a Bromstag Heart. That is not a puzzling signpost. So we go and have a good time. I could cast another Storado, I suppose. For 3 Storados with draw. Double Storado is huge. It is. I could even have a third. You're healing. That's okay. What is your 5 of 10? It still dies to everything, so I'm okay with that. Is it 3 Storados? Do we do triple Storat? We could do triple Storat. Also, the Real Shrieks. Hi! Welcome in. How's it going? I feel like it's Anaka. I feel like Anaka is better. Anaka is unfortunately better, but I do like the fact that I could have, in fact, cast more things for more draw. Anaka trades with everything, Storado trades with everything, Aatrox trades with everything very positively for us, so we're okay. Would we have overdrawn? We would have overdrawn a little bit, yeah, because we would have gotten +2. And then 2 more. We actually would have been okay, because right now we have 8. So we would have been at full hand, but then I would have found Ross and could have cast them. Relatively meaningless, though, however. Makes you tingle. Also, Real Strix, if you wouldn't mind using the deck redeem for it, your deck, would appreciate it, just so I can keep better track of it and stuff. I also might do one more game with this, just to see if I can hit plat with it before I do another deck submission. Real Shrieks, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna do one more with the Aatrox Cane, because if I hit that Aatrox Cane win, I mean, it's plat, and like, I do low-key kind of want it. Let's at least hit Diamond and Plat in both ranked modes before the season goes away. Who are we facing now? Type 2 diabetes. Oh god. What is that name? That's also Azarelia. We might be here for a couple games, I guess. That's too many weapons, but I appreciate the thought. Aurelia is at 23, and Azir is at 23 also. So it's an Azarelia player. It's an Azarelia player. When does the season go away exactly? I think it's on expansion day, which is the 28th. Someone fact check me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Wednesday. Because usually a new expansion means season reset in 2 days. Yeah, 28th of June, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, my comfort deck is once again not so comforting, but I got that Ranger Knight Defector combo in hand with the weapon, so we're gonna be fine. I have 2 Ranger Knight Defectors, which is less fine, but it'll be okay. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I might die anyway. I'm probably gonna die anyway. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. With all that sugar, Azarella will give anyone type 2 diabetes. God. Oh yeah, they also have recalls. I don't think they're gonna homecoming on that board, but this is also a really bad unit for them, so they might. They might do something silly and reasonable. How dare you do something silly and reasonable. Voice of the Risen. That's most of your mana, so okay. Let's get this scout going. We have a Mentor's Choice in hand. They're not gonna do any stupid blocks, unfortunately, I think. So we're just gonna plonk their face a bunch. Unforgiving Cold is gonna be very helpful. Mentor's Choice is gonna be very helpful. For now, we're just gonna scout it out. We just hit Cultist Harp, we're fine. Yeah. We just need a Steratu again. We found 3 last time. Maybe we can find some more this time. And once again, we hit them. Yeah, that makes sense. They know that they have a slight advantage right now. It's 32 and everything's at 4, 4, 14, 4, 12. Okay. We're getting there. Dunekeeper is a lot. We have... I think, honestly, Ambitious Cultist right now would be pretty okay here. This is a 3-5. It trades with a couple things. We always hit.
All things can be analyzed.
That is a Starbone. Ambitious Cultist, I will say, that was very ambitious of you. Not exactly what I was looking for. I'm never gonna behold that, but I appreciate the energy. I do appreciate the energy. You got the right idea. You gave me an epic card. I like that. I like that it was epic. You got to fix the rest, buddy. You gotta fix the other part that's screwing me over currently. So that thing is always a problem. But the rest of the board is actually surprisingly blockable. I'm gonna just sacrifice the Buru Cultist to the name of the 5/5 and hope that that's fine. Because I don't really want to trade the Ranger Knight Defector. Syntax, thank you for the Shoot the Shroom Queen request. I think we are armed with bullets. And Glass is ready and moving to hit me with the thingy. They're taking a lot of time to think about this. It's understandable. That's understandable. Ah! Me right in the chest. Right where it hurts. Over the heart. No, it's just actually over the right side, not the left side. You missed the heart. My opponent's roping me. Everything is gone belly up. Ah, yes, you have birds. Everybody likes a bird, except me in this particular scenario. You could have maybe less bird, exactly. Wounded! Wounded. Very wounded. I am irrevocably emotionally injured, obviously. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we do have 6, which means we have Aatrox and Kayn. We're gonna scout it out again, because they can't just keep taking this to the face forever. That's not something that they can do. Okay, we've killed a unit. Progress is being made. Where's your Aurelia? Azir's going to level very soon. Emperor's Dais is 10 of 12. I don't have Expanse's Protection, and I wouldn't have the mana even if I did to protect Aatrox from something like a recall. But again, they don't really have any fantastic recall targets. We also have Unforgiving Cold in hand, so I'm gonna risk doing Aatrox here because it also heals us a little bit. Just an extra +2. Which is nice. And then we do have an attack here, evidently, which I don't believe. I don't believe that any of this is going to resolve correctly the way I want it to. You've got 7 mana in Ionia. The Ionia gonna Ionia. Somehow it's going to Ionia. Has Ionia poorly. I'm amazed. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'll take it, but also, excuse me? That's another Azurbo. Okay, I see you had backup Azurbo. Understandable. Good. For you, I guess? I still don't... That was really unfortunate for my attack... For you, that I got to attack there. Okay. They got 10 mana. They got 4 cards. We got a Furious Wielder. We do have Unforgiving Cold and not the Furious Wielder. We see a Fallen Sands General. That's not a traditional Aurelia card. That is not a traditional Aurelia card, and that's what we have Unforgiving Cold for. But also, what the actual a shit fuck. Okay, it's a cool card. I'm not complaining. It is actually a cool card. I'm just amazed that that's what they chose to run. I'm amazed that that's what they chose to run over something else. Yeah, it's just, we're gonna cold it, and then we're gonna attack next turn with the Scouty 4/4, which is still doing its job. We could also Momentous Choice the Aatrox into the 6/7 so that he can kill the 6/7 once it's Frostbit. This is truly a wild pile. I do like that they have the balls to run it though. Though you may be naught but grains of sand to this foe, I see you. I feel your presence in the dunes. Lend your strength to me and we shall bring our enemies low together. Okay, good. Yay! That's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Bam boop. Okay, great. We're gonna actually, we can just smack Azir and honestly be fine. We do need to block something else though.
A new energy source.
And we're taking 3. Yeah? We'll have the scout on us on the following turn. I'm still tempted to Momentous Choice that thing out though. We could also do that and then just heal. 17. What does it matter? I actually think I'm still gonna go with the killing the Fallen Sands tactic. They paid Blade Dances this game. Actually they haven't. They meant us to kill Apprentice because fuck that card. That is also pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm gonna kill the General. That might be wrong, but it's my instinct because it's just such a big card. And on our next attack, the 6/1, the 5/4, and the Azir all don't really want to block the Ranger Knight. Plus, we'll get Kayn for Challenger, hopefully, or something like that. Maybe. We're at 5. Guru Cultist would have actually been nice to have at this point, because we are triggering enough attacks that the extra ping from that equip proc would be nice. Twin Disciplines is a threat. They're not going to be running any predicts, so that's the Sands card is not going to be a thing. That's all fine. That's all fine. They do pass a turn after that. Expanse's protection is here, finally! Fuck yeah. So we can just kind of cast the World Ender. We could also just cast more Scout to threaten them that way. We don't have enough for Ranger Knight Defector and Kayn. Do I want the double Scout, I think is really the question here. Because having 2 tough units is really nice, and that leaves Furious and Expanse's protection up and available. Auto pass on, so there's nothing they could have played. I mean, top deck another Kayn, but we don't have the Kayn out anyway, but they know that we have that. They know that we can't cast it. I think let's just go with these guys. I might have missed out on the World Ender, though. That does not feel as great. Does not necessarily feel as great. But the Scout should still be good. Don't want to equip a Naka. I still think Expanse Furious is going to be good. If they ever let us do something, we'll swing. They have Aurelia if they cast Aurelia. They do get that level. Either they have nothing, or they have something and they're roping. So that's exciting. Yeah. Alright, Azir. How much do I have to be worried about you? They have the, ooh, they passed. Okay. That is lethal. So you're looking at lethal. They could technically trade both the Azir and another unit to kill both of my Ranger Knights. I would be surprised if they did that. I don't think you should do that, because now you're detracting the... Okay. That's +2/+1. I could furiously wield the Voice of the Risen. They have 3 cards and that amount of mana. Because this is kind of worth getting rid of. Because then I just have a much better swing afterwards. Too risky for the World Ender. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because if I run out of resources versus Azarelia and they have like 2 cards, we're dead. Which is just how the Azarelia works, which is just kind of wild. Yeah, if they have a spell, they need 2 spells, they need 2 fast speed spells to actually be able to get around this. Because then I just cast Expanse's Protection.
Hurry up so I can kill you.
That is a lead and follow. I cannot stop that. But that also slows them down and we still get damage on the Azir, so I'll take that, honestly. It's not as much Nexus damage as I wanted, but it also means that they're draining their mana resources kind of a lot. So we just attack again, I think. The Aatrox may trade with the 6/4. But at that point, if it trades with the 6/4, because they have +2/+1, so that makes it a 7/5. So it's the Aatrox is still relatively safe here. Yeah, this is worth. This should be fine. That's also not the 6/4. That's also not the 6/4. If they block with the 6/4 into the 4/2, I don't know what they're thinking. That would be absolutely wrong. That's correct. You need to put other stuff. You can trade the whole board if you want. They can trade the entire board if they want to. 1 HP is fine. 1 HP is fine. We're healing 2 still because the Aatrox gets that strike. Yeah, okay, great. So they're burned. They get a Flawless Duet. They do get a Flawless Duet with the Azir on board. So we're taking some damage, but they don't have Sparring Student anymore, so it's just that field. Does the Azir kill us next turn? Azir summons 2, so it's 6. Oh, Azir might kill us next turn, actually. Azir might kill us next turn. Aatrox first, they don't have the buff on the other blockers. That is correct. I did mess that one up. You're correct on that. We're probably dead, actually. Unless they let me cast a card. Fuck! We're still dead because of that one Flawless Duet. We're still dead because of the Flawless Duet. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So that goes down, but it summons 2. So we're still dead. Oh! Unforgiving Cold, though, is a top deck! Unforgiving Cold is a top deck! Okay, yeah, this actually keeps us in the game for a turn. Or 2 and the 2/2, so that's 3 damage, and then we block there. That saves us the most HP. I can't really afford to take 3. I can't really afford to take the 3. If they twin to 2 Twin Disciplines, they have 2 Twin Disciplines. That's a Discipline of Force. And that's enough! That's enough. Fuck. They had it. They still had it! God damn it. God damn it. Alright, almost had that one. 1 damage out. Yeah. They hadn't had the lead and follow, but it's Azarelia, so they're always going to have that. I do have a deck submission to get to, so I'm going to do that first and then return, because at this point I'm determined to hit plat. Because fuck that Azarelia game in particular. In particular. Anyway, I'll stop moaning and groaning and complaining about everything that I'm seeing in ranked today. Come on, it's fucking, I've seen all of this before. Let's not play in old metas. Old metas are old for a reason. You were the real Shrieks. Kale something. Ooh, I haven't played Kale in a little bit. Buffs. Where did it put the Kale? T. No, it's tofu, so it's gonna be down further. This one. It's actually a Zolani deck. fair enough. Bandle Telstones, Bird, Face Sprout, Pytos, Targonian Telstones, Yordle Squire, Bandle Commando, Esmus, Grandfather Fae, Guiding Touch, Pale Cascade, Dark and Lodestone, Bandle City Mayor, Wandering Shepherd, Puzzling Signpost, Expansive Protection, Kale, and Zalani the Bloodweaver. So still buffs at least. I'm still correct on the buffing. So let's try to buff our stuff. Let's change the board for Kale though. I like how there's only one. There's only one in there. We're gonna do... They need to put Kale on the back of a card, honestly. She looks so good. She looks so good. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Buff units, sack them, and then end the game with the Zalani. Yeah. Hopefully we draw her. Is it a Masters player? Is it either gonna be Masters or Bronze? That's Diamond. I was like kind of right about that. And it's Anivia with Soul Cleave. That can't be anything except fucking Anivia with Soul Cleave Boars. Also, follow! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Wait, you want me to keep the 7 cost? I should be able to draw into the 7 cost, no? At least that was my instinct, and I definitely did get rid of it. Bird into Esmus at least gives us chimes, though. I'm okay with the hand as it is. Little Squire... Okay, not the Esmus. That's fine. You're gonna cast Boar soon, and I'm not gonna be able to stop you at all. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about that. You don't have a Zalani by round 7? I just feel like round 7 is so many rounds. Maybe it's a specific deck teching thing, though. Buffing that Yordle Squire, for sure. Really wants that Squire. Let's do this. Let's do Power, yeah. Remember, we need to remember what deck we're playing here. Grandfather Fae. We can cast a bunch of stuff here. Or we can just head straight for the damage. I'm gonna head straight for the damage, I think. Because we got that, we got Zalani, the Harazi, sorry. We got Harazi and we got Bird to all cast at once, so that's a chunk. And right now our stuff is not easily removable. We want this? I mean, it gives us a bird and keeps our Esmus alive. So I think we do actually kind of want that. Adding touch is fine. So they only kill the grandfather. Bye, grandfather. Apologies for all of that. Okay, let's do a bird. Let's buff the bird. Okay, Kale is at 6. Fantastic. They're down to 9 HP. I mean, Kale is a card. Kale is now a 7/6. Hi, chicken! Oh, you're gonna be killing so much stuff. It's so good, actually. It's actually kind of useful. I could also, like, just kind of Guiding Touch Lodestone up here. Kale, if the Anivia is allowed to attack, they kill 3 things here. They kills 3 things. I honestly kind of like distributing the damage here, because that's a chicken versus the world right now. And I feel like the world is probably gonna be worse for them. I feel like it's gonna be worse for them, because if we buff the 4/1 and then heal the Esmus, then only the 3/1 dies. Yeah, yep. 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 Okay, so you have Squire. You can buff the Esmus. We can swing for a decent chunk. We can also cast the Kale. Let's see, they have 8. So they don't have a board wipe. That's elusive. This gives me a spell shieldy unit. Kind of want to darken Lodestone and see what they do, because that still gives us mana to do other things around them. Weapon on the Scout, and then heal to sack. Yeah, I'm definitely not sacking my units enough for this. because I'm looking at the unit damage rather.
Leave your bags at
okay.
the door.
So there's that. You have 5 now. Fuck it, let's KO.
My blade shall illuminate the dark.
That's a lot of buffing. That's a drain 1 on that. Makes sense. So you're getting buffed.
Justice will be done.
8-6 is going in. That's 19 damage. That's an 11-6 KO. That is 11-6 KO. So the 2-2 is unblockable. The 6-3 will kill the chicken? No. Okay, that makes more sense. They're down to 11. KO is leveled. They're going to remove it pretty soon, I assume. We also have Harazi now, which will give Spell Shield to Esmus or something, potentially. They are killing the chicken, never mind. For Rekindler, right? Oh, yeah, they're just automatically getting Rekindler. Okay. Yeah, they automatically get Rekindler.
Who's gonna close up?
So now we need Zalani. Or we need our Kale not to die, but I think the Zalani might be more likely at this point.
My light shines.
Or at least more likely to win us the game. Kale is just going to get removed for Frostbite instantly. Wandering Shepherd is fine. I feel like Harazi with Spell Shield is just the thing to do. I honestly can just kind of tank that. I'm not super fussed about it.
Strike them down.
Aerodenice and Ruination are more mana than they can afford right now. Oh, 8. For some reason I keep thinking it's 7. I don't know why I always think that thing is 7, but I always think it's 7 for some fucking reason. It is not! It is more than that. Sure. Upcycle Scout. No. Scout Kale? Absolutely not. No way. No fucking way. No way. I mean, now they have to remove it. If there's one thing that they have to do, it's remove that bullshit from the field. Go for the Owlcat. Yeah, more Spell Shield. You can still do it. You have 5 mana. There's a heal. So they're almost at full. Oh, Chicken's gonna level. Chicken go level! Okay. That's okay. So, 14-7 with Scout with Overwhelm.
New era begins.
It's actually healthy enough to tank any of that, even if it does actually,
They are damned.
even if it does actually get frostbitten, it will still survive. That also means they're focused on the Kale and not anything else before I trigger Harazi. That's an entreat, so they do have harsh winds, which is understandable. That's all their mana.
Brace yourself.
Targaryen Tellstones is 5 to make that a 3/3.
Endure.
I'd get a chicken out of the way if I did that. Kale goes down, but we still have Harazi. So I think... Let's see, Harazi plus the Esmus with the weapon is going to be a 9/9. So the Kale goes up to a 9/9 on swing, or we just buff the Esmus with the Harazi, which means we have 7 elusive damage going in. We are somewhat withstanding the chickens. We can withstand the chickens a little bit. We can also cast Tiny Spear. I'm gonna let that resolve. Let's go with this. Okay. I think let's Tiny Spear this. Is if I do this, and then this, and then this. That's an 11/9. Esmus is still kind of down, unfortunately. We can also make it a Tiny Spear, because you get buffs. Each time an ally attacked with increased power. Send you in. That's a 12/9. Then buff Esmus, just for the increase.
Act lest you grow complacent.
We can use some of this shit for chump blockers. That's a 13/9 now. Because we're at 15. So we can withstand a couple chickens. Not a whole shitload of chickens, but a couple chickens. Yeah, that's fine. So that blocks. That dies. They need one more thing in front of the 9/9. That makes sense. Kale's looking good. Chicken's looking good, unfortunately, also. But I have a 9/5, so that should help. Okay. You're not quite at the 16, but you're at 28/9 now, so that's good. Gotta love a 28/9. So that's 3 chickens for a lot of damage. That's livable. Kale is still in existence, which slightly blows my mind. Just gonna... Or actually, can we tank this right now? We can tank this right now from here. Because it's gonna ping and then take 2 off of that, I think. Don't let the Asmus. I think there's a delay because I'm not catching things in time for sure. That's fine, that's fine. We need to block something here because you're dying anyway. I don't super care about the chicken revival. That's fine. Is that the most damage we're blocking? Pretty much. Kale is still alive. Harazi is technically still alive. We get the weapon back, so we can also summon the new one as well. I'm not going to have a great source of 2 damage, and we might just be able to resummon the spell shield. 3 sisters. Oh, but we have a hush to respond. So... that should delay the turn. Enough. Down to 2 still. Still getting the extra Harazi. They have 2 cards in hand. That does not preclude them from still not having more removal. But they were confident enough there that we're still alive. Bandle Commando can go here for sure.
Mama's home.
I guess both can go technically. You don't really need to worry about them doing anything. Like, if they have something, they have something. That's just kind of it. Face Sprout is here. Either we risk the spell shield or we risk the double attack now, and then they frostbite it and actually kill it. I think I'm just gonna go for the other Harazi. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the other Harazi. So they know what that means. They have Ruination. They have to have something. That's 2 cards, so it doesn't look necessarily like Ruination. Don't think there's any way you can hit my Nexus from here. That's a Withering Wail and a Glimpse Beyond, which kills 1 Harazi, which means we still get the attack. We still get the attack. Okay, so you go still. Kale is a 28-2. They have 5 mana. So either we make it a 7/7 or we risk the elusives working. If they have a freeze, maximum distribution of damage is going to be on the elusives and the Kale. So we could put the Bandle Commandos into the Harazi as well. Yeah. I'm figuring it out.
Proud and loud.
Glory and light.
That's a 32. All hail. That's fine. And they just roll over and let us hit the first -63. All right. So it didn't matter what got buffed because they didn't have anything.
Justice shall have
Yeah, they didn't. I was for some reason afraid of Buried in Ice most of the time. But we got it anyway. Fuck yeah. I'm now going to go back to Canetrox to see if I can kind of get to plat. We're like 5. We're literally 5 XP away. It's 5 XP difference. Come on. Come on. Get me out of here. That's... Oh, it's a base Darius and these spiders. We have a shot if we can prevent the Darius from leveling. If we can't prevent the Darius from leveling, though, we are a little bit screwed. Zalani deck with no Zalani needed, apparently, which just means the deck has legs regardless. I do realize that I probably should not have mulliganed. I do acknowledge that for sure. But I'm gonna take the buff. I do actually, low-key, I want to take the buff so that I have a fearsome blocker. I know we're auto-drawing the Cane later, but still. It's the principle of the thing. You have a spider? Yeah, you have a spider. I'm not going to attack into your spider yet. Without Solani, but it's just a bit harder. I also did get lucky that we drew the one copy of the that whatchamacallit, the kale. I was like, wow, there's only one in here, and then we found it, thank God. If you want to attack into a thing that has equipment, please do. Please feel welcome to do that. I would love it if you did, actually. Okay, that's fine. A 2-drop would actually be nice here, or a 1-drop so that I can equip the Giraffe. Momentous Choice is probably going to save me a little bit. Unforgiving Cold is nice enough. Let's get a Bloomin' Cultist going. I don't actually want to yeet the 3-2 even though I put the spear in it, so probably should have put the Darkened Aegis in it instead. Arachnoid Sentry is hitting the wrong target. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna attack for free. Thank you very kindly. What the fuck? Okay. Darkened Aegis and Momentous Choice are gonna be nice. Furious Wielder is, I think, irrelevant. Mostly. Unless they slam Elise here, which if they have an Elise, they should probably think about using it. I don't want to take 6 damage. That is unfortunately too much damage for me to take. So I think let's do a Momentous on our boy. Then we have a Cane on the following turn. That can challenge more Spooties. Fair enough. Still getting the trade. Down to 13. Aggro gonna aggro. Hopefully Cane will get the strikes to start healing us. Should have equipped Aegis there, I think. Well, we can re-equip now, actually. Because we're not gonna have Furious Wielder mana anyway. Let's make that a 3-3 again. They didn't flock it or anything. Let's go with the Cane. Healing is nice. Healing is actually for sure quite nice, but I think we still want our boy.
The child is gone. The killer.
Let's try and take that 2-2, I think. This is an open attack for us. That's a Trifarian Shield Breaker, which is what I have things like Unforgiving Cold for at this point. Okay. Getting a Nakaprox. Hopefully it's on an Aatrox. That would be great, because it also heals me. It heals me a little bit. At 13. I don't want the Darius to trigger here. That's an Ambitious Cultist. Actually not a bad draw at all. Pretty decent. 4-6. We can also cast a 2-2 afterwards. Or we can cast a 2-2 and then try and level the Cane, but a 4-6 into a 6-5. Not too bad. Especially if we could potentially give it the Darkened Aegis, but I doubt it. Who the heck main decks Trifarian Shield Breaker? Apparently, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the same people who main deck the same people who are main deck in the Fallen Sands General in Aurelia decks. Those people also. Who the heck main decks Darius? A lot of people, actually. Or at least because it's the starter deck. It's the Elise starter. So, like, I think that's fair. Because, like, of course you want to be able to get aggro going. I'm not gonna shit on a starter deck. I will shit on the Fallen Sands General, though. That one's a little bit out of left field, perhaps unnecessarily so. We do like a Rosty boy.
Fear my name.
It heals me now. We like a Keeper of the Box also, because then it will trade potentially with the 6-2. No longer a 6-5, 6-2. Elise is better alone for you. That's fair. I think it depends on how confident you are that you can pilot the Darius. Like, I mean, there's not much piloting to do. It's literally, can you get your opponent down to 10 HP or less by turn 6? But there are definitely a lot of tools that you can use other than Darius if you don't run him. That might be a card in the base starter deck, though, actually. Like, it might just give you a 1 or 2 of that card. So maybe they're just running an unedited starter deck, which, like, also fair enough. We're almost at casting a Naka properly, so that's good. Let's do Keeper of the Box. Yeah, I think just slam a Keeper. Flop that 2/2 onto the field. Here we go. Vilemaw. Oh yeah, Vilemaw. I love that that card is just like its class is a spider, but it just doesn't look like a spider. It looks like a fucking hell demon, and like, no, it's a spider still. Which, like, fair enough. Spiders are hell demons, but also I just think it's funny. We want to get anything? We want to get another ambitious cultist. That's actually fine. That's still fine and dandy. I'm gonna try and heal a little bit, though. I like the concept of healing. I will furiously wield into the 6/2 if we must. Come on, Rost. Get me around this aggro deck. Get me around it. Give me resources. Make them pay! Make them pay! They might have left. They might have just kind of anger left, which is also okay. Yeah. Good. Who's at 10 HP now? You! You're the one at 10 HP. Do you like it? Because you're probably going to stay there for a while. I have 2, 4, 6 ambitious cultists. Let's see what 2-mana spell it gives me. Because we could potentially also shoot down that 6/2, but they de-seed. They de-seed. Alright. Real Shrieks, thank you for your deck code. I'll do one more deck before we head out for the evening. We did hit flat. Fuck yeah. Gave me a whole lot of LP for that. Holy shit. So that's great. We've done it. I have plateaued at plat. But Real Shrieks, thank you for that. Taking it in now. And then that will be, I think, the last one for this evening at least. And then next stream will be with the patch, or I keep calling it a patch, expansion. It's a little bit more than a patch, you know? A little bit more than just like a band-aid that they're slapping on the game. Let's import. Oh, yeah. Darius of a different kind. Punch. Punch me, daddy. This we're gonna is the name of that one. Is this one? Need to do like the lava board for this. Omen Hawk, Frostcoat Cub, which is the thing that's also a 7/5 with Overwhelm. Ruthless Raider, Darkened Spear, Troll Chant, Tusk Speaker, Volpine Wanderer, Iron Ballista, LeBlanc, Whirling Death, Bloody Business, Combat Cook, 2 Whispered Words, Decisive Maneuver, Shunpao, Udyr, and 3 Darius. So we do have a decent amount of Overwhelm and just damage to face. We have a lot of damage to face. I'm gonna pilot this rapidly a little bit awkwardly because I'm not a big Overwhelm player at all. But hopefully this will go fine. I think it'll go fine. Redeemed one as well before the last game. Oh yeah, you did! Old meta. Thank you for reminding me. I'll copy that in as well. I have this one queued up, so I'll play it first if you don't mind, but I will make sure to get to your submission as well. It's going to be an interesting expansion for sure. I am so excited for the weird shit that they're doing with Sump Monument and stuff like that. I am so excited. Silverwing. I'm gonna just go all flames here. All fire and brimstone. Also, hello, Runic Hickory. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are you today? Nico Esmed, Italy is interesting. I don't have any... honestly, I'm less interested in the champions in this expansion than I am the support cards and other things that are happening. That is Samira Annie Jin with the Christmas board, which is just an onslaught to the senses. Not gonna lie, that's an onslaught to the senses right there. What's your mastery? Low. 3 and 4 and stuff, I think. 4 and 4. So they like Annie Jin, and they're sprinkling in a Samira in there. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 here. We have Darkened Spear as well to buff something somewhere. That is an Annie. Omen Hawk has kind of done its job already, so apologies, but you can go into the flames of hell. Volpine is here. Ooh, that is a 3/4 though. We like a 3/4 potentially. You want to cast the 3/4 because we have another Frostcoat Mother in the back. Eh. Iron Ballista's a little bit of overwhelm. We can start equipping Darkened Spears eventually as well. There's a Crack Shot Corsair. This should be 3 free damage. Yep. Oh, no more casts. Okay, I'm okay with that. Combat Cook is a 3/3, which is nice.
If you do not
There's a
have a part to
Stage
play,
Hand.
take one.
Fuck you.
Our purpose calls to us. We cannot
Let's get
turn
that
away.
Vulpine going.
Our eyes
Lock the
lead to
4/2. We're taking a lot of damage. But that's the aggro for you. That's the aggro for you. Yeah, we're probably gonna die. It's just we like attacking a lot. We like attacking a whole bunch. And our units are... We just can't cast too many of them. I'm not full of 1-drops! And 2 mana 4/2s. Sadly. It's a lot of Darkened Spears. I mean, Forge is always pretty decent. Shepherd's Authority and a combat reel. I'm gonna take the combat reel, I think. I'll stun them anyway. Yeah. I was like, maybe we take the Shepherd's Authority, but then, like, we're not gonna hit with it, and then they can also just, like, stun it anyway. So let's take the thing that maybe if we get an attack, it will do and have an effect, you know? Maybe it'll do something. They can only cast so many Stage Hands before we get an open as well, so... Progress. That's a Broom Crew rookie, which is neither of... It's not a stun. It's not a stun. I like that. And he was going to level immediately on the next turn. Also fun and exciting. Okay. I mean, you could honestly just kind of sack the Crack Shot Corsair at this point. The Broom Crew rookie is doing enough damage anyway. Let's do that. Let's do Darkened Spear on the 3/4. We could distribute it a little bit, I guess. We have 2 of them. So that we have better blockers. Ballista is fine. You're 6. We don't have 6. We'll have 6 on our next attack. They're at 8. They can still ignore so much of our damage. Hi, Udyr! It's nice to see you! Ripping a Ram Stance would also be, like, slightly viable. Because we could do something there. They're open attacking, which is fine. The Annie will level. So that's unfortunate. Doesn't he know that I have a stance swap? I don't think he cares, apparently. Or at least the caring is at like a -3 in this scenario. That's a stun. We're taking 3 damage from all of the skills, but we're also trading into everything that has a skill. There's no Jhin in hand, we know that much. There's no Samira. Or at least the Samira has not happened yet, I should say. Tibbers is not happening this turn either. That's just not gonna work. That's a Noxian Fervor, so we're down to 5, so they have Decimate and a Burn, we're dead. Yeah, they kill me, I think, now with the Decimate, right? Because they're gonna have something along those lines that's enough to kill me. Because, well, unless they somehow don't have 3 damage on my open attack. So, I mean, we can just dump everything and see what they do. 4 mana. I mean, they probably kill me. Udyr into Overwhelm. At this point, I'm tempted to just go around and just have more units so that they are less likely to be able to interact with individual things. But the Udyr is also just Overwhelm in general. I'm inclined to distribute, honestly. Open attack and end the game. I think we can end the game even if we don't have the Udyr, because this is enough power into the Annie anyway. They have fast stuns. Probably not.
Remember the objective.
That's 2. So they have a... Probably they have a Noxian Fervor, right? Because that looks like Noxian Fervor mana. Or looks like just a Noxian Fervor anyway, generally to face. Udyr is a safe bet. I'm gonna try this. If I get proven wrong, so be it. But I also assume that they have damage to face, and that's gonna be the end of that. That's no shot! You don't have Noxian Fervor, you just got me down to 3 HP. Bullshit! Bullshit! Okay, alright. We out-aggroed the aggro somehow. I guess they just didn't get the draw that they were looking for. Anyway, moving along here. With Eyes, you sent me a deck, so let's also do that. I have reached the maximum number of decks again. Finally, my collection has returned to its proper place of holy shit. There's so many things. Suethais, Elise, Noxus, Shadow Isles, the old strikes again. I haven't played Elise in a hot minute, but that's okay. Let's just cast spiders and then pray. Let's take a look. Legion Saboteur, Precious Pet, Stygian Onlooker, Arachnoid Horror, Elise, House Spiders, Imperial Demolitionist, Pirouette, Vile Feast, Doom Beast, Frenzied Skitterer, Fresh Offerings, Noxian Fervor, Stalking Shadows, 2 Decimates, 2 Vengeances. Yep! I am gonna make people afraid! Excuse me, person over there. I would like it if you would sit down and go through a horror movie. Just a horror movie would be fun for me, if you would experience it. We're looking at a Masters player who's running Tryndamere Soul. Wow, there's nobody playing Eternal right now. Oh, that's kind of funny. Aurelian Soul Tryndamere. What's the master in that Tryndamere? 29,000. Okay, fair enough. We have an open attack with a Legion Saboteur at least into probably Arachnoid Horror, or we can go Arachnoid Stygian on our next attack. Pirouette made that so much better. The cards that were released with Samira are just all pretty decent.
Explosives prime.
Or at least that little subset of the package is like really good. Inferno was such a terror for a little bit, along with the Father Fury. Yeah, Father Fury. I was like, Fire Fury? It's Father Fury. That's a nice 3 damage. That's a nice Noxian Fervor. I'm gonna try and trigger the Nightfall here and also bank some mana. There's a Precious Pet, okay. I mean, they're gonna have something in Freljord, right? If they don't do anything here, I might actually risk the open attack because they're going to try and avalanche me, but that's not an avalanche, so we're gonna go with everything. Yeah, okay. Well, they gave me 10 damage, so I'll take it. Because I waited. I was like, if they cast it, we don't do anything more. Or if they open pass, we don't do anything more. But they kind of just sat there and let me do it. They now have Avalanche. Now they have Avalanche. Right now, we deal so much damage that it's not important for me to cast more things. They need to respond now, and we have a Doom Beast into Fervor into 2 Pirouettes, so we should be relatively close. They're gonna have Star Shaping and other things. That's a Winter's Touch, which is none of the things that I just said, so we're going to punch them in the fucking face. I'm impressed that they cast Winter's Touches instead of doing anything else. And we got an instant surrender. Instant surrender from the Masters player. Let's fucking go. Didn't want to face the classic spiders, I see. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess they just didn't have the Avalanche in hand. Good old Elise. It didn't look like a Masters player. It was distinctly a Masters icon with an LP on it, so I know that it was. I guess I'm going to assume that their top decks were just absolute shit. Just absolutely shit top decks. But anyway, I think that's a decent place to end the stream with just, hi, my spiders have taken your will to live. And also we hit plat, which is pretty decent, I think. Maybe next season we'll actually try to, like, genuinely climb. Hitting Diamond or Masters in both would be pretty cool, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to dump that much time into this game next season. But we'll see. The new expansion looks cool. I'll probably be playing a lot of it just because it looks super interesting. So I'll hope to see some of you next Wednesday, where I'll be here playing the expansion stuff for sure. Just wasted 3 hours of some master players' time. That's the goal. I want to waste the time of people with more LP than me. But I'll be back on Wednesday. Did I miss any submissions before I just jet off into the fucking ether? No, I didn't. I'll be back next Wednesday, or in 2 days, on the 28th for the expansion and the season reset, at 8 p.m. Pacific time for the usual tomfooleries. Feel free to submit decks over here if you want me to see me play the new cards. I'll probably be brewing a little bit that day of, just to see what looks fun. Expect every deck to have some money, but shoehorned into it if I can manage it to run some P&Z with it. And then after that, Thursday will be Return to the Mage Seeker. We're more than 60% the way through that game. So we're going to continue the story and find out what our favorite rat-eating friend is going to do next. And then Sunday, don't forget, the Porolander 100-card Singleton tournament is currently scheduled for 10 a.m. Pacific time on that Sunday. If you would like to sign up, all the details are at elzon.com. And also, we are currently a little bit low on entrants, so we're going to hold it for sure if we reach 8 people. Just because of the way we're doing double elimination brackets. If we don't hit 8, I'll make an announcement the day before on that Saturday that we'll be postponing the event. And also, we'll be back to do a regular stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time that day. Although Death's Reception 2, welcome back. I am unfortunately ending the stream right about now. We're wrapping up because we've been live for a few hours. But welcome back. I hope you are still enjoying Runeterra, by the way, and I hope that you got a lot out of our discussion yesterday about the cards and the decks. So yeah, I'm gonna go find somebody else to raid out to, and I hope to see you all on a future stream. Again, that will be Wednesday for more Runeterra, Thursday for Mage Seeker, and Sunday for either the tournament, casting and hosting and all the event stuff, or just a regular stream at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned for all of that jazz. Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming back. Hope you all have a great rest of your time zone, wherever you are, and let's go find someone to actually raid out to here. Let's see. That says Yu-Gi-Oh!
Come to Brazil.
How about this person? They're doing Path of Champions, but they look like they might be interesting person to raid out to. So I'm gonna send you all on your way. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you again another time. And good night, internet. Have a great rest of your day. Happy Monday. We can all survive the week. I believe in us all. Good night.